Drunken pop, we're diving deep. The memories we swore to keep. Unfiltered tales that'll make you leap. Into your past we boldly leap. Tennessee speaks of games and dreams, old cartoons and backyard schemes. Nostalgia hit like a mighty wave. In this show, we misbehave. Double Dave with pockets full, bringing tales that always pull. Step heads, cackles with a glance, unleashing legends from our trance.
By the way, welcome to Drunken Pop. TJ's not here. I will be on time, is what he said. Dave showed up 10 seconds ago. For the first time in his life, he was on time.
TJ's late.
Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? So, welcome to Drunken Pop. This is a little different than what we normally do. Normally, we drink and cover history. Tonight, we're going to go back to our roots and we're going to drink and cover wrestling. We are going to do a watch along of Raw, which is now 7.5 minutes away. And we are going to discuss Wrestlemania 41. So everyone, welcome. If you don't like wrestling, I mean, stick around because we're still pretty funny. It'd be all right. So Dave, haven't talked to you in a little bit. How's it going, man?
Been busy, man.
I know you had your in-laws in. That's always fun.
During WrestleMania week, nonetheless.
And 420. Maybe,
Well,
I don't know.
My job kind of prohibits partaking in 420.
Mine doesn't, but I still don't do it. It makes me sleepy. Although I don't know. Hungry. I mean, we're in Indianapolis this weekend, so you never know. Just kidding. I'm taking my kid. That'd not be a good example to set.
But yeah, it was a fun weekend. I was off Friday. In-laws got in about noon. And what did we do? Saturday, I built a raised garden bed for Jandy. Because we've done nothing but fucking yard work for the last 6 weeks. Other than we did go to my grandmother's funeral.
But that was last week.
Yeah, that was last week. And then got home, and Saturday or Sunday we worked on the yard. We did more yard work on Sunday, and then all last week. And then so my father-in-law and I built her a raised garden bed. And then she started planting tomatoes yesterday. She's got some green beans and some zucchini and some God knows what's going to get put in there. And then got a little boat ride in yesterday. Took the boat out for the first time.
Looked like a good time. Warm down there yesterday.
It was 80. It was like 84, something like that. So not too bad. We enjoyed it. I mean, we had a good time. The lake was very shitty. So it's a lot of debris in the lake right now.
Because of the rain?
Because the rain and the storms and everything. And it's connected to the Tennessee River. So, you know, when shit comes through the dams, a bunch of debris comes with it. So they need to clean up the lake some. But, I mean, once boats start going, all that shit it'll go away. So
that's right. Propellers tend to cut up lumber.
No. Lumber tends to fuck up propellers.
Yeah.
So
make sure you get you a chrome propeller and not aluminum.
You mean a steel?
Yeah, that's what I said. No, yeah, mine would be pure chrome.
Make sure you and Sarah come down again this summer so we can go back out on the boat.
Yeah, I need to lose more watches. Because that's what I do. I just jump in the lake with all the stuff on and lose every bit of it.
I'm out of Mick Ultras.
Oh, no. I got garage beer lime for you if you want. So we are here to discuss WrestleMania 41, which went down Saturday night and Sunday night. I preferred Sunday night, actually.
Saturday night was terrible. Till the main event.
I wouldn't say it was terrible.
I thought it was terrible. Definitely would have rather seen the SmackDown tag team titles over that Raw tag team title match.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that. There was lots of matches that were questionable. I actually saw that a match idea was squashed featuring Joe Hendry going against The Miz because WWE wanted to put Miz over. Joe Hendry was happy to be there to put Randy Orton over.
Yeah, I like the backlash from that was silly. That's the most exposure TNA's ever gotten in the history of anything.
Yeah.
And he is their champion. But you know what's funny is going back and watching that match last night. Randy Orton's not big in terms of WWE.
But he's gigantic compared to Joe Hendry.
But I thought it was a fun moment. Joe Hendry's one of the most over wrestlers in the world right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got the catchy theme song, and I mean, he's really done a good job putting himself over. But I mean, he wasn't going over Randy Orton regardless. Anyway,
I mean, to be fair,
it was a fun moment. I mean, and it was like it was an RKO out of nowhere while Joe Hendry was posing after he had just hit a move. It is what it is. To me, I don't think it made TNA look bad at all.
well, here's what I think about it. John Cena is, you say what you want about him. Towards the end of his regular run in WWE, he started putting motherfuckers over left and right.
Yeah.
And Orton just doesn't look like he's going to do that because I don't think Orton's sticking around for a whole lot longer.
I thought he said he was going to sign one more deal. He's got like 5 more years.
No way.
Yeah, he's like 45.
He's going to be terrible at the end of that.
Guys look a lot younger now than they did 20 years ago, for sure.
AJ Styles is 48 or something stupid. And
Hogan was like 42 in WCW.
yeah.
Yeah. Piper was like 44 in WCW. Flair was like 80 in WCW.
He's still 80. He's 80 forever. So what about the Charlotte Tiffy match? Oh, look who showed up.
I'm not late. You said 8 o'clock.
Late. I said
he said 6:50.
It's 7:58.
That's
You're
8 minutes late. I don't know how
No.
you do time.
I'm
in
2 minutes
Indiana.
Let's
but-
go ahead and recap our picks, TJ, because somebody owes me $20.
Okay, let me pull them up.
Will it make you holla? By the way, Tiffany Stratton, going back to our previous discussion, underrated entrance. The Barbie entrance I thought was cool as fuck.
Was solid. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. That match I expected more out of. Kind of looked like there was some sandbagging and some boo-boo.
I
hurt
think
face going
that
on.
Charlotte was definitely Randy Ortoning the whole situation.
I'll tell you, though, top 2 matches of the night or of the event, definitely those 3-ways.
Yeah.
The girls killed it opening up last night, and Roman Rollins and Punk absolutely nailed it.
Sarah, who
On
does
Saturday
not
night.
watch wrestling or enjoy wrestling, was watching that going, wow, these chicks are killing it. And I was like,
Yeah. Yeah. That was one of the best 3-way dances I've ever seen.
so Saturday night, I had to be at work at like 4 a.m. the next day. So I was just kind of laying on the couch and I fell asleep. And I woke up to Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman fist bumping. And I'm like, what the fuck happened?
And I called it. TJ,
You did. I'm going to give you that one.
By the way,
$20
nice-
make me holla.
I still don't, again, but I will. Somebody tried to argue with me last time, or who it was, because I said Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman have no history. None. So I'm gonna need help on this raw to explain this. And they were like, well, no, he does have history. Fucking when?
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 Seth Rollins was in ECW in 1996.
Oh, was he? That makes sense.
Yeah.
TJ, when are you coming to visit?
Hopefully soon.
You ain't been here in forever.
By
That's
the
true.
way, Raw is now starting. And
Have
we'll
you ever
be
been in my
watching-
house, TJ?
Watching along.
Yeah.
Did you come for breakfast?
He was there for Top Guy Rumble, you dumb fuck.
When?
Him.
And then he drove home
Yeah, that's what TJs do.
I
They
did.
drive
Yeah, I
home.
did drive home.
instead of going to Top Golf with us. And Timmy drove home instead of going to Top Golf with us.
I wasn't invited to Top Golf.
Yeah, you were, whore. Whore?
I don't think so. So how was Horse tonight, Dave, by the way?
Got canceled. That's why I'm here for right
They
now.
All right, so
It's raining.
Pondwater Dave went 7-6. I went 9-4. Dollar Bill Dave went 11-2.
What two did he miss?
Morgan and Raquel retaining. All three of us picked that. And he missed LA Knight by disqualification, which me and him both picked that one.
I was a little disappointed in the LA Knight thing. That was. I mean, I understand why, and I think Jacob Fatu needs to be elevated, and LA Knight's a little old, so maybe not.
I will
Dominic
tell you-
Mysterio, that was awesome.
Yeah, but they have a new baby face now. I hope they know that. I didn't think. I mean, this WrestleMania either night didn't blow me away. I mean, there were matches that were good for sure, but I mean, they pretty much. Again, we had three guys pick these matches for predictions, and all three of us went over 500. So they pretty much went chalk, pretty much down the line, which is fine. Sometimes you have to do that, but the online discourse today is exhausting, and there are people who think this is the worst WrestleMania of all time.
No,
And to that, I would challenge you to watch 8, 9, 12, or 2 and fucking get back to me on that.
Or 11.
or 32.
Yeah, like you got to be kidding me with this.
What
I like the
say is-
people that are complaining. They're like, they said night 1 was sold out at 61,000, and then they said night 2 was sold out at 63,000. Bitch, you ever heard of opening up more seats?
Yeah, well, also sellout doesn't mean every seat is full. That
Well, I mean,
means-
originally it was like set up for 59,000.
yeah,
and I'm pretty
usually-
sure they still had every seat full. That was
Usually a sellout is typically like within 5%.
the ones that Stone Cold didn't run over with his 4-wheeler
Dude.
were all sold.
He didn't hit anything in that.
I know
four-wheeler.
that bitch.
Oh, she did.
If you watch it, go back and watch the video. He didn't hit her. The guy beside her jumped back and elbowed her. He
Yeah.
elbowed her. So that's. But I mean, she played it off well. She's gonna get something free for sure.
Oh, for sure. So how many matches have we talked about so far?
14.
Okay, well, all of them. Okay, well, there's only 13. Well, actually, no. Technically, there was 14 with Orton. Also, what is this? Joe Hendry got buried. Bullshit.
Joe Henry was even like talking about how he was at WrestleMania and what a moment it was.
Yeah.
But the
They-
online fans can never be happy over anything.
No, it's again the discourse today is just fucking exhausting. Like I can't with you people right now.
Can we talk about Paul Heyman and John Cena on the Pat McAfee show today? You guys see those clips?
Yeah,
I saw Paul Heyman go nuts. It was awesome.
I don't know what exactly is going on today with their post WrestleMania press, but they are fucking going ham, and I don't understand that.
It's like they want to bury ESPN. I don't know what's happening.
Paul Heyman obviously won't be invited back on ESPN.
No, you just straight
John
up
Cena
buried-
talking about Pat McAfee being high at ringside. What are we doing?
How about Cody's mask? That was pretty epic.
I enjoyed that.
Overall, I thought it was decent. Night 2 was really good until the main event. I thought the main event was very flat. And
Well,
as
I
we
didn't
said
even mind the
before,
match. I just thought the finish was flat.
I am not a fan of people kicking out of finishing moves, especially 4 of them and one super one from the top rope.
Yeah.
But the whole Travis Scott thing took forever. It was dumb. Then Cody Rhodes looked stupid holding the belt there at the end. And then The Rock not showing up at all. They could have just had Cena turn. Cena could have been a face to start this match and turn and win.
Yeah, I don't need to see
think it would have
Travis.
But Rock
I-
not coming out just killed all the vibes.
I don't need to see Travis Scott ever again.
I couldn't
I'm good
name
on that.
one Travis Scott song.
I know
Maybe
he
I'm
was-
old. I don't know.
He was the first person to have one of the McDonald's adult Happy Meal deal things.
I don't know what that means, so I'm going to take your word for it.
The Travis Scott meal.
What is that?
It was one of the first McDonald's. Like we had a Cardi B meal, and we had a. Wow, Seth Rollins. I like that suit.
Oh, I got Becky and Lyra now.
Yeah.
Oh, rematch for the women's tag.
Everyone was very unhappy with Becky taking Bailey's spot.
Which again, why?
Who else would it have been?
Well, I don't think Bailey's really hurt though. I think that's
She's not.
the issue.
She's not, but they said it was always the plan.
But they had time.
Bailey needs to come back.
Make
as
something
heel.
up.
Bailey's a better heel than face.
Which is wild because she literally came to prominence as a babyface.
By the way, Jey Uso spent the entire weekend drunk.
I still think he's a very short-term champion.
Yeah, he's definitely losing. Apparently, my son told me they're supposed to be bringing back a 4-time heavyweight champion tonight. Anybody know who that is?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm going to unmute this because I'm going to.
I got it on quietly in my ear.
I love that he has the belt on backwards.
Yeah. Somebody who hasn't won a match in 10 years is champion.
Also, I was doing so every time they'd have a title match on the WrestleMania, that both nights on the Watchalong, Dave, I would do, title throughout history in WrestleMania. And do you realize that the WWE title, The Undertaker only fought for it at one WrestleMania in history?
Yeah,
13.
WrestleMania 13, because
That
all the
was
other
it.
ones was World Heavyweight
Yep.
title.
That was the only time. That is crazy.
Does Cena realize that walking to the ring like that makes him look like he's covering his bald spot?
Well, he's got a hat on, so.
I don't know. The hat's big enough to cover the bald spot. He might need the towel too.
Also, I made the suggestion last night that we have not seen John Cena's last match in WrestleMania, and you would have thought that I punched someone's grandmother.
I don't know. He's not going to be like one of the Wash guys that comes back.
No.
Yeah, I don't think he
No.
will either.
I think he will on a very special occasion.
He's worth like $50 million.
Yeah.
Oh, he's worth way more than that.
No,
It'll be a very special occasion, but he'll come back.
I doubt it.
John Cena is in the hundreds of millions of dollars net worth.
I mean, The Rock keeps coming back sometimes.
John Cena's net worth is estimated to be around $80 million. Okay.
So I said hundreds of million.
And Austin comes over just to run motherfuckers over. So
Yeah.
did you
By
see
the
the
way,
video where
Green
There's
shirt
green
guy's
shirt
still
guys,
there.
same clothes. So was Fat Girl in the pink. Same clothes.
did you also see where he Steve Austin before he came out missed the ramp entirely?
Yes, I did. They got to stop feeding him beers before he gets on that thing.
Is that Josh Matthews?
No, he's in TNA or AEW or something. Dwayne, turn up to work.
I traveled 130,000 kilometers to be here. I don't know what that means. They come from Phoenix.
It's
Yeah.
like 9 miles.
Why do I hear a phone ringing?
It's not me this time.
Oh,
My shit's
apparently
on
I'm
vibrate.
calling my uncle.
My shit's always on vibrate.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I put it in my butt.
Who is this? What? That's the ring announcer, but not the good one.
That's the new one. He's supposed to be really good.
Notice the girl who got hit by the fucking 4-wheeler last night ain't there.
I had a conversation.
Oh
with
my
Efren.
God, look at that girl's 5 head. Right beyond his shoulder. Hold on. Look at that thing. So what am I missing? What are they saying?
Cena said his intro was disrespectful, and he made him call Cena the greatest of all time, the 17-time world champion,
He is both.
gracing Vegas with his presence for the final time.
I don't know about that.
He's getting a pretty good babyface pop, which is bizarre.
Cena's got to do some dastardly shit to get the crowd against him again.
They're chanting for Cena right now.
Yeah, I know.
So when does Cody
I hope
turn
he
heel?
trashes it and we get a better one.
When does Cody turn heel?
Like I said, when does the boys come? When's their season premiere?
I don't know. Try asking me right now.
Well,
February
he's
2027.
He's been Homelander. When's the season premiere?
He's not Homelander. He's Peacemaker.
He's been cosplaying Homelander.
He's Peacemaker.
Whatever. No, that's John Cena.
I thought that's who we were talking about. What happened?
Yes, John Cena. That's what people do.
It might be.
We should ask Nikki Bella what she thinks about that.
It's how Steve Austin treats random spectators.
I like Cena better when he was a rapper. And he would cut those great promos about my nuts in your mouth and all that shit.
That was when he was cool.
Yeah. Then he did that fake Marine shit forever and it sucked.
Did you guys see the promo that Karrion Kross cut?
Yes.
That everyone is confused whether or not it was real. It's a work, by the way, but
For sure. dude.
WWE is not gonna let him go on an interview show like that on their interview show and let's let him talk mad shit. That ain't gonna fucking happen. But the hope is now they're gonna do something with Karrion Kross, which would be nice.
Yeah. We are sorry chants from the crowd. Joe Henry versus John Cena.
I honestly believe, like, if things remain the same and they spend the summer going Cody, reclimbing the mountain and beating Cena at SummerSlam, I think the crowd would actually turn on Cody.
Yeah, Cody's got to turn heel. It's coming. That's kind of mean.
That's fucking rude.
Rick Rude?
Now they're calling him an
Asshole
asshole.
chant.
Hogan fears unions. Good signs out in the crowd tonight.
Yeah. That was the best part of the Attitude Era was all the signs.
Oh, absolutely. There was I can't remember if it was a Nitro, like a Spring Stampede or something Cole went to. It was Spring Stampede because it was the show's Mancow wrestled in the pre-show. And you can see him on the camera and he's wearing a t-shirt that said Turd 316.
Is that how many dates he has left? That's
Yep.
awesome. This is a good promo.
$27 dates left. Oh Lord, what are we gonna do?
This is clever. I'll give him that. This is a clever heel thing.
You
to
know
do.
what? This doesn't work unless they make him lose it on the last date. He's gonna lose it like December to dismember.
Oh, why would you say that?
To Santino Marella returning.
God, I hope so.
I was trying to think of something funny. That's pretty good.
By the way, TJ, have fun with Camille on Friday.
Don't you have the second half of the day? Not
I
gonna
will
be there?
not. I will not be there until 7. I
Oh,
let them
yes.
know. Was very upset about that. Although he forgot about it and did offer me Will Ospreay for Friday, and I'm like, I would really enjoy to do that because Will Ospreay and I we're mates, as they say, where he's from.
Because you were on the same cruise ship once.
We sang karaoke together. He has a really good "Are You Gonna Be My Girl?"
Tell Will Ospreay his ballet sucks.
And this
His
is funny.
ballet
He's doing.
does suck.
It's funny that he's talking about retiring and taking the belt home still as champion when literally that happened to him with CM Punk in 2011.
Yeah,
I
they
wonder how
keep
long he stays heel because you know he's going to retire as a face.
like last 2 or 3 dates.
I would say probably the last one.
Just turn him right before the end.
Yep.
So you'll have to do a double turn in his final match for the championship.
Mm-hmm. Is he putting Cody over right now? I can't really hear him.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's putting Cody over as much as he's shitting on the crowd.
Well, yeah.
He is trying his best to be a heel.
Well, that's what heels are supposed to do. You put over the babyface in a backhanded way.
Oh, we're going ruthless aggression again. Sweet.
Brock Lesnar's going to come up and pull his head off. How many time world champion did you say?
Who?
4.
The return 4-time world champion.
Matt Cardona.
He's a no-time world champion.
Rusev. I said heavyweight champion.
Unless it's intercontinental heavyweight.
Well, he's won the
how many times has the Miz been heavyweight champion?
Twice.
He's won the NWA world title. What else has he won?
Intercontinental.
How many times has Nick Aldis won the?
And he was the U.S. champion.
2.
Oh shit!
Yes.
They're going to give us Cena and Orton one more time.
Yeah, that's what we're getting at the next pay-per-view.
Well, it's been a decade. I mean, I could actually go for this.
Do you bring Batista back for one?
You know what's really funny is remember the Billionaire Ted skits?
Yeah.
Macho and Hogan were younger than both these guys.
Yeah.
I don't dislike this though.
I'm actually kind of relieved they're not going to go back and do the rematch.
Yeah.
At the next pay-per-view.
By the way, oh, you know why? You know what the next pay-per-view is?
Backlash.
Backlash.
You know where it's at?
St. Louis.
Makes all the sense in the world now. Might want to sell some tickets with Randy Orton.
Randy Orton was on the poster, so
I'm also real glad they didn't debut Aldous in the ring last night. Not because I
it wouldn't
want
be
to
a
see him
debut.
wrestle.
He's been in the ring many times.
Well, I mean, in this company, and it's not because I don't want to see him in the ring. It's because to me, Aldous stepping in the ring in WWE deserves more than an injury replacement.
yeah.
I wish they'd have put him in the women's match in Bailey's spot.
As Nicole Aldous,
Nikki Aldis.
I did say last night when Liv Morgan came out and you started watching her match, I'm like, somewhere Mickey James is pissed because her whole ass is out.
I
And
did not complain.
Her whole vagina was out. What are we talking about?
Pondwater was like, she's got leggings on. I'm like, I know that. It's the illusion.
The illusion of ass.
Yeah, the illusion of cheeks just out.
Did you see her dancing at, I guess it was Wale Mania?
Yes.
My God.
You know what's funny is I asked Pondwater that and he had no fucking clue what I was talking about. None. He's like, what?
What an elderly. By the way, if you want to catch more of us and the elderly, you know, see that little QR code in the corner there?
I do see it.
You could go to that. That would be a lot of fun. But hold on.
Hit that subscribe button.
We also got that. Look at that there. Right
Do
there.
it now. Now.
Do it now.
Now.
Do it live.
And now.
That would be 2 shows, 1 cup. Our channel with Talking Wrestling with Pondwater, Dave, and Amy. By the way, we've been invited back, TJ, by Brenda.
What?
Last week, the preview with Brenda. The guy who kept calling me Tina,
they calling you too, yes.
he has invited us back so that I can make him look even dumber than he already is.
Well, again, I stay with the same ideas I booked with him on that show, and I went 9-4. So I think I did okay. I didn't see as much outrage to this that I think I expected.
Well, you're seeing Becky Hogan now. They're calling her.
Well, they've been calling her that for forever.
I think I saw one with it was a picture from WrestleMania 9 with Bret Hart with Bailey's face on and Hogan with Becky Lynch's face on.
That's good. Pondwater, for some reason, not
match.
on the show and commenting. Becky must pose.
I honestly just kind of see them trying to push Liv out on her own now.
Yeah,
she is a star.
Well,
Superstar.
I was gonna say I think the Judgment Day just got a shot in the arm last night, but when the crowd instantly turned Dominic babyface, I think the Judgment Day's over.
Yeah,
Well, they came in together, so we'll see.
Judgment Day is going to become Liv and Dom.
I did say, is there a better job in wrestling right now than being Carlito? He gets paid a lot of money to literally do nothing.
Yeah,
I saw the spear he took from Braun Breaker. Nope, I'm not interested. That's what he does is take spears from Braun Breaker. That's a terrible job.
That's your job description.
What do? I get cut in half twice a month.
They sew me back together, get cut in half again.
Hey,
Raquel Rose. Do you just call her Buddy Rose? Like, what does that mean?
Did not need another rematch. No, I'm good. All right, so continuing to recap Mania.
Where do we want to go next?
What else do we have?
Jade and Naomi.
I will tell you.
We talk about Jade's supposed nipple slip.
Yeah, because people don't know what pasties are.
Because
But I
lots of guys beating it on the internet don't know what pasties are. I
Yeah.
saw a post on Twitter or X or whatever, 4,000 bookmarks,
and it was a still shot.
and it's still shot. What
That's
are
all
we
the same
doing?
one. Because apparently people think that women's nipples encompass their entire boob.
No. And by the way, she was just smart enough to put a nude rubber pasty over her nipple.
Yeah.
It's like someone that sees the little popper thing for the turkey and is like, oh, look at that nipple. You know, the thing on the turkey at Thanksgiving that pops when it's done?
The thermometer.
Oh, it's sort of a thermometer. In fairness, Jade loses her shirt. Everybody wants to know how the new boy. What?
Who the new boy in town is.
Oh. Incorrect. She has gigantic titties.
Yeah, I mean, that got brought up last night, and they're like, you know, she's someone, you know, she loses her shirt. They're going to wonder who the new guy is. And I'm like, did you see what she was wearing?
Like, because she is muscular? Is that, by the way, Rhea Ripley, also very muscular.
Oh, God. Don't get me started. What she was
Do you
wearing
need a
last night.
paper towel? Step in.
I'll just turn the
Oh,
camera off.
God.
I'll just turn the camera off for a minute.
Not me. I'll leave it on.
Oh. I think we'll get kicked off for YouTube for that. I will tell you, see, that's what you're here. I mean, I'll be smart enough to mute myself too, but
Liar.
but going to the Cargill match, her power moves are ridiculous. When she did her finish, I thought she killed Naomi.
By the way, she's not a terrible wrestler.
No, she's
I think
improved a lot.
we've established that AEW just doesn't hone their wrestlers in like they should. I.e. John Moxley. What the fuck are you doing, buddy? Stop falling on baseball bats with nails and shit.
That was the dumbest shit ever.
You could be making millions and millions and millions of dollars running in at WrestleMania doing a Shield gimmick.
Well, again, allegedly, as the story, and actually, I think he's himself said it, but when he had his street fight with Lesnar at SummerSlam, I think it was all those years ago.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was a bunch of shit he wanted to do in that match, and Lesnar was like, "Are you out of your goddamn mind? We ain't doing none of that."
Yeah, at SummerSlam in Dallas, or at WrestleMania in Dallas. It was him and Brock,
Yes.
and Brock shot all his shit down.
Which, hey, no, I don't want to get stabbed in the eye with an ice pick. Thank you, though.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
I don't think I'd want to be in a match with Brock Lesnar anywhere near ice picks, just in case I pissed him off.
Yeah.
Right.
You slip and accidentally punch him in the lip. Next thing you know, you got an ice pick through your fucking brain.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I don't know. He has a brain. I've seen the shit he's been doing. It
Dude, I
makes
saw
me
him at a
sad, though.
collision tape and take thumbtacks.
Yeah. At a collision taping.
Is Gabriel Iglesias going to every show now?
He's
Pretty
less
much.
fluffy, though. Is that
I don't
Jinder
know.
Mahal?
I don't know who that is. Oh, they showed him last night. I still don't know who that
Yeah.
is. Yeah, we get it. You can't see me. Fucking stop it.
Jinder Mahal's cousin.
Good Jesus.
Gigi
Hey.
Dolan. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
I am not against Gigi Dolan having red hair. I'm for it.
That's orange.
Same.
Wonder if the carpets match the drapes.
I
I'm going to
doubt
say
it.
no. I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say there's no carpet.
That would be, if there was,
Hardwood floors.
if it did match, it would be off-putting.
The better
I'm sorry.
question is, does Becky Lynch's carpet match the drapes?
Like, I'm sorry. Are you dyeing your pubes orange? Why? Is she? I wonder if she's still with Darby Allin.
No, they've been broken up forever.
Oh, really?
Because she's
So you're
smart and
saying
he's
there's
an
a
idiot.
chance? I cannot
Don't you
believe they're
follow
so
her on
le-
Instagram. She's always posting thirst traps on
All right.
Instagram.
Step ins. You're working Camille this weekend.
Yeah.
There's your opening.
For what?
Throw her a softball. See
Well,
how she
if
goes.
you can't get that jar open, Camille can for sure.
Her husband's working at the table. Like, he's there too.
I think
You
you
can
can
take
take him. Yeah.
I don't think
Tom
I can.
Latimer, you can
Yeah.
take him.
Well,
I think you
maybe
should
not
try
now
it.
that I'm not going to be there. So
I'm gonna go and tell Tom Latimer you called him a bitch.
And also, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I have like a half an arm.
by the way, Tom, TJ's been sending your wife dick pics for years, and he said you're a bitch.
We're 31 minutes into this Raw. We still haven't started the first match.
It's okay. Liv's there.
Oh, I
There's-
could
there's
just watch
like-
her for 3 hours.
There's like just an abundance of people, just fitness models posting like essentially nudes on Instagram, and I'm okay with it.
Get off your phone.
No,
By the
I'm
way,
look-
does that
I
Prime
just
bottle
followed
go
Gigi
everywhere
Dolan.
now?
What was
Does
the
that
question?
Does the Prime bottle go everywhere now?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm following Gigi Dolan now, so shut up.
You're welcome.
You need me to be
I'm-
quiet so you can do that?
I'm busy.
Hit her in the boob. Look at that. Oh.
Becky doesn't have much of boobs.
Much of boobs.
I mean, can we agree that Becky was better looking when she was thicker?
Again, we asked the question, what was your favorite version of Becky Lynch? And me, it's the last kicker right out of NXT.
The one that
Just-
had the steampunk glasses, yeah.
Yes, when she was still wearing plaid and shit. I mean,
And the
that's funny.
steampunk asses.
What does that mean?
But she has no ass at all now. So
At all.
I'd have her baby. Oh.
I mean, pretty much all four women in the ring right now. Like, I wouldn't kick out of bed for leaving Cookie Crumbs. So
Raquel.
that's fine. Was there a tag, or did she just jump in the ring?
She tagged. You got to pay attention.
I'm confused by the Lyra Valkyria, and there used to be a wrestler named Tyra Valkyrie.
Mhm.
That confuses me.
I like
There
her.
still
too.
is a wrestler named Tyra Valkyrie. She's in AEW now.
I like her a lot too.
I saw her get destroyed by Megan Bain
Who?
at that Collision taping. Guess who's in Huntsville this weekend?
Who?
Thunder Rosa.
Nice.
I don't know that because she's also in Indianapolis this weekend.
Yeah, she's gonna be. Why is Pond Water
she's
Dave
in-
switching social media to talk to us now?
She's in Huntsville at the Huntsville Comic Con with Sting and Booker T.
She's
But I think she's
also in Indianapolis at the.
I think she's only there
Sports
one day though.
She's there here Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, so she's only here Friday only. There's actually
Yeah,
a lot of people.
Hold on, let me check.
I was gonna go Friday, but she's not there, so now I'm not going.
I looked at the lineup today, and there's a lot of people that are only there one day. A lot.
We're already back to commercial.
Yes. It was terrible.
I'll be back.
Mick Foley will be there both days. It's okay.
But he got nothing better to do.
Enzo Amore will be there both days.
I want to chuck GPT.
Oh, Thunder Rosa is Friday only. That is terrible.
Pond Water Dave just left the fucking show for some reason, so that's cool. Or not Pond Water Dave, Dollar Bill Dave.
Yeah, no one cares.
They make Subway look so much better than what it is. Yeah, let's shame people for eating a salad as opposed to a fucking Subway sandwich.
And by the way, Subway also almost $17 now.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about. We remember when Arby's had 5 for $5s, and I was like, dude, I almost put this Arby's in town out of business when I was in high school. I was there every day. Are the beef and cheddars on
I
that
don't
5 for
know
5?
what this means.
Subway has
Footlong
foot-long
Dorito?
Dorito nachos now.
What? That is
Which
that
which
sounds
part of that
terrible.
confused you? Which part of that confused you?
A foot-long Dorito. Was it like a gigantic triangle?
No, it's in a box.
Is it what like a pound of nachos or what? So yeah, it's an order of nachos. I don't think we have that here. I need.
And
that.
what's fun is this appears to be what the really looks like, and it looks like there's some baby shit on there.
That's guacamole. I'm pretty.
I
sure.
know what it is. I said what it looks like because there's just a poo of guacamole in the middle. What am I supposed to do with that?
So is it 3 sets of 4-inch nachos or
I hope
that's
not.
3 nachos?
Hey, what can we sell that will guarantee people will blow out their assholes after they leave here? 3 foot-long nachos together. Is that a Chrysler LeBaron? That's a Cadillac. That's like a 92 Eldorado. Why are you driving that car? No, that is a Plymouth. What is that?
It's John Mulaney. He thinks he's a comedian.
Okay. Everybody's live. I don't even understand. What the fuck does that mean? We made a very good observation, and I think it's true. I'm pretty sure every time Liv Morgan wrestles in a tag match, she's on the hard cam side.
I would put her on. Duh, drive viewership.
Oh, I'm not hating on it. We just noticed it. Like, man, it seems like she's always on this side. But it is remarkable. Like, on the way home, I was listening to something to wrestle, and they were talking about whatever pay-per-view that I think it was Judgment Day was Dude Love in Austin right after WrestleMania. I think it was Judgment Day 98. Oh, yeah. And that match had Sable and Luna, and that was the one where Luna got naked under the ring. And you watch this, and you're like, we have come so far. It's wild.
No one wants to see Luna naked.
So,
However, like you could make some serious. One day, I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm just going to predict this. One day, Rhea Ripley is going to retire from wrestling, and she is going to become a billionaire on OnlyFans.
I will go broke.
Like, there are not a lot of people that you could just be like, I have this small following, but I could charge them $100 a month, and they would pay it just to see me naked.
Yes. And I don't think it'd be that small.
Enough to make her very, very, very rich. I mean, I'd pirate that shit, but
I'd pirate it. Actually, I have kind of found there is a way to get around that. Reddit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, like Lacey Evans or whatever her name is, she makes pretty good living at it.
Yeah, we brought her up last night, and I said, unfortunately for Lacey Evans, I will never buy her content because she's a dope. So, yeah, you know me well enough. There's not a lot you can say that like just pisses me off to the point that I'm going to swear you off. But being an anti-vaxxer is one of them, and she is. So fuck her.
I don't know. I've seen it, but I don't really care. I don't like her either. But
or I guess the anti-vax thing. I mean, although obnoxious, but when you're also one of those people, like there's definitely a correlation between vaccinations and autism. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, that was so hot. that was the hottest wrestling move I've ever seen. Maybe other than Ric Flair going for the figure.
Nice
four on
save by
Ricky
Raquel. Did
Steamboat.
you see that?
Kept her titties in.
Yeah, nice save by Raquel. Good looking out. That was a fucking bro move right there. Oh, how are you not gonna really? A second rope power bomb is not enough.
She's Irish.
What does that mean? And also, she's
They're
not.
resilient.
That
and
was
they
Lyra
like
Valkyria.
potatoes.
She's not Irish. She's mystical or whatever she is.
No, Lyra Valkyria is Irish.
Is she?
Yes, they are country mates. It was brought
What,
up.
are they throwing each other off houses in Ireland? Like, what are we doing over there?
They're eating potatoes.
They're eating potatoes.
I don't watch wrestling much anymore, but I just want to give a shout out to the cameramen and the producers now. It is way better than that one guy
Oh,
used
yeah.
to do it.
So
So many cuts.
The hell was his name? I can see
We
his
forgot.
face.
We've forgotten him, and that's a good thing.
I can see his face. Kevin Dunn.
Yeah. The
And
other
once
half
again-
of well done.
Pond Water has changed social media to keep talking with us.
I don't know what that means in a bath with Irish Spring.
I love Irish Spring. Are you kidding me? That shit smells wonderful.
Gross. Old Spice. Swagger.
I use Dr. Squatch.
Squatch.
I know what I said.
Stop it. You're going to hurt her.
It kind of feels like we're about to have a title change.
So I'm
Oh.
guessing that Becky has signed a new deal with WWE because her deal expired as far as I knew, right?
I do believe it expired while she was off, but yeah, she resigned. Because the rumor was, oh, she's going to go to AEW. It's like, are you serious?
Because Sasha Banks seems to be doing so well.
I really don't understand why Dave is just talking to us and not just coming on the show.
Because he's watching with Tep.
Oh.
why.
In the face.
If you had been here on time, you'd have got to talk to him too, because we talked for about 10 minutes.
I was on time.
You were not.
I was here before Raw started, so on time.
Yep.
I will tell you that between recording 2 shows this weekend and then doing this one tonight, my wife not thrilled when I got home and told her I had to do this. I said, "Well, luckily, it's only WrestleMania once a year, so probably won't happen again." She goes, "Yeah, you say that now." I go, "Well, WrestleMania is next year, so next year I'll have to do it again."
And then, by the way, I'm going to be gone this weekend.
No, she knows that.
Yep, it's going back.
Oh,
By the way, good sell on that too.
wow. Title went back. It's kind of confusing now. Why did you bother last night? So now God slapped the piss out of her. So now the Judgment Day had the women's tag titles and the Intercontinental title. Pondwater had a good observation last night too. He noticed that the announce tables are now rounded in the front. Oh, these are not.
Those are not, but the one they had to hit those other ones hard to break.
Well, he was wondering if they did that because JD McDonough almost got beheaded on Raw a few weeks ago. But they're not rounded off tonight, so never mind.
I want to see Becky kick the shit out of her. Let's do it. Turn Becky heel.
All right.
Then you can have Bailey come back. That's what they're getting ready to do. She's a bad actress.
She's going to give her the old disarmor.
She's going to fuck her right here.
Wow. I don't think they're going to do that.
There we go. Yeah.
Are you? Did you just push her face?
I'm better than you.
Well, this is good. This is a good sign though, because now they can use Becky to get Lyra over.
Now bring Bailey out.
Sometimes, Dave, you ask questions and I don't know if it's a joke or not. Was that a Jack Perry reference? I don't understand. Hey, anyone want to come down and help her? Nope.
She's not defenseless. She's literally just sitting there in shock. Well, she's fucking her up. That's what she's doing. Gotta love the Raw after WrestleMania crowd cheering for the heel to beat the shit out of someone that didn't deserve it.
You should recycle. It's good for the earth. So I did, talking about how the social media discourse is just exhausting right now. I just pulled up Twitter, and literally the first thing I saw was a picture of the two attendances from night 1 and night 2. Oh, if it was a sellout, how are they both different? Again, a sellout doesn't mean every seat is full.
All right, if we can agree something that's terrible in WWE right now, it is Pat McAfee's vest.
Yeah. Also, even let's say that the number they were legit sellouts. Some of the numbers are two different numbers. WWE's always been known for being fucking legit on their crowd sizes. Like, are you guys for real?
93,000.
93,172 people or whatever it was.
Which, by the way, I don't believe Meltzer either. It's somewhere in between.
But it's I find it interesting. It's almost always an odd number. Who is going to WrestleMania alone?
Tara.
Tara went alone?
Yeah.
I believe that. I believe 70% of the crowd last night was booing Cody.
The guy from the video trying to climb up the escalator, I bet he went by himself as well. Did you see that video?
I did not.
So apparently the first night of WrestleMania was really difficult to get rideshare, which who's fucking taking an Uber out of WrestleMania?
I did see that.
So they decided,
everyone knows you just get a party bus. It's 10 times easier.
So in Las Vegas, you have, and every crossing is not a crosswalk, it's a bridge. So you have an escalator down and an escalator up. So you get this fat asshole walking up the down escalator, which they move a decent pace. He couldn't make it and fell and rolled, and it was a lot of fun. People started passing him.
Now I need to look this up.
You should.
Paul Heyman just hitting people in the dick left and right last night or 2 nights ago.
Although I like when he did Roman, he did, instead of just hitting him, he kind of went like this.
Yeah. He gave him the old bushwhacker Luke treatment.
Roman's dick is so big, I got to move side to side. Make sure I get all 4 quadrants.
And I watched, parts of Paul Heyman on the Pat McAfee show today. And, he said a lot of outrageous shit, but the one about the guy getting deported, I mean, he just says it, and I go, what are you doing? Why? Like there's a difference between telling, jokes bordering on offensive and then saying that shit with everything going on right now. That's like that to me. That's why. What? See,
They're carrying Cross.
They fired Karrion Kross because of his totally shoot comments this morning.
Although he just happened to be standing in the back at Mandalay Bay. It's
Right.
All right. So since you left me hanging out front at the beginning, I'm gonna let you talk, and I'm going to pee.
Are you again? Jesus. Oh. So by the way, if you watched over the weekend and saw me, Pondwater, and Dollar Bill Dave, we kind of went over the beginning of the show, but if you're new, we do have some new viewers here. We booked the entire show who we thought was going to win, except for the Orton match, because again, we didn't know who the mystery opponent was. Pondwater Dave finished third at 7-6, which again is proof that WWE pretty much did paint by the numbers this year, because 3 guys who are not in the business picked their winners, and all of us were over 500. Pondwater went 7-6. I went 9-4. Dollar Bill Dave went 11-2. The only 2 matches he missed was Morgan and Raquel, and me and him both picked LA Knight by disqualification against Jacob Fatu. And again, you read all these things online, and it's so many people get so upset over a wrestling show. And again, and I agree, I absolutely agree that I thought the match between Cody and Cena was decent. I thought the finish sucked. But to watch that and to think this is one of the worst WrestleManias of all time, again, I implore you to watch 2, 8, 9, and 11 and get back to me on that. What is it? Wingstop. We have a Wingstop now by me. Is Wingstop really that popular? I don't. Well, when I went over the results, Dave, he was here, so he knows. And you can do that if you like. That's up to you. I'm not gonna push that one way or the other. What the hell's Fabletics? Also, if you're new to the show, Timmy C cannot go longer than 12 seconds without peeing. He's going to have to go again before the top of the hour.
It is the top of the hour. What are you talking about?
No, I meant like 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock for you.
Definitely. Most definitely. Couple times, probably. Yeah, we're getting a yes. I need me some Happy Gilmore too.
So
I need all of that.
It's on Netflix?
Not yet. July.
It's not oh Jesus. It's not going on theaters?
No, July.
That's wild.
July 25th, 2025.
Well, good. Now I know I can watch it at home in my drawers.
I don't know we needed that, but thank you.
You did. You needed it.
I don't know what you were talking about, but Dave said try the Cajun corn.
Wingstop. I said, is Wingstop really that popular? Because we have one up here now, and I've had it once.
Wingstop is good.
I've had it once, but it was at the when I was at the Raw where CM Punk stole the urn from the Undertaker. It was there. They had a Wingstop in there. And I mean, it was all right. It was
in
good.
The urn?
No, that's not weird. In the urn. In the arena.
Oh,
Market Square Arena.
All right, in the arena doesn't count. Any arena food does not count as having the actual thing. It's like I went to St. Elmo's, but it was in Market Square Arena.
And again, just, like looking back on these matches last night, and slowly the memories are coming back in my head from the weekend. I don't know how you can watch these matches and be like, "Oh, this is the worst WrestleMania of all time." Fuck you.
They say that every year. It's fine. But I will say this to my WWE aficionados. Whenever you guys have a pay-per-view, everyone shits on it. Whenever AEW does something that's half-ass, like their fans bring the fire. And like, this is the greatest it's ever.
That is true. The AEW fan base is definitely way more supportive than the WWE fan base.
Yeah. But it's because it's a more discerning crowd, I believe.
But again, so this whole theory everyone's bringing out that it was the match finish was shitty, and it was between Cena and Cody. It was just a flat. But again,
It wasn't the finish. It was just the match. All right. What do you expect from? All right. I believe I sent you guys a message and was like, "This is the match that needs overbooked, like last year's match was."
Right.
Because Cena wasn't going to carry that. Cena's 40-8.
Well, again, I think because of last year, the last few years, I think that is now the expectation. So now, when every star since 1983 doesn't run out into the ring, everyone just gets upset by that. And like, for the last how many months, and it's been justified, mind you. People are bitching about The Rock being on TV, and again, that's fine because he has been ass most of the time he's been on television. And what he does when he is here is confusing because one week he's shitting on Cody, the next week he's a babyface, then he's on NXT for no reason saying fuck. Like, it's just been weird.
See, the better move would have been to have like Stone Cold come back out, The Rock come back out, Hulk Hogan come back out,
Steve Austin was
Shawn Michaels come back out,
and just ran over a pedestrian.
Triple H come back out. All of them just knocked the shit out of Cody. And
By
then
the way,
Bret Hart limp his ass out, try to fight for Cody, and then everyone just kicks the shit out of him.
By the way, did you see there was also a fan behind the arena got ran the fuck over by a golf cart?
Yeah.
It's tremendous.
Not a good weekend to be at WWE events where people were driving things.
But again, to bitch about The Rock and how bad he's been the last few weeks, but then again, you're also going to bitch because The Rock wasn't in the main event last night. What? And I agree. Travis Scott, I can't wait for I can confidently say I have not seen that fucker in forever.
You know what?
I don't understand why he's there.
You know what? He wasn't terrible last night taking those bumps.
No. He's still unnecessary.
He is a placeholder for The Rock. I get it. Not happy about it, but I get it.
And there's just...
And, second of all, we are too old. We don't understand that because we don't listen to Travis Scott. But there is a generation that listens to Travis Scott. There's a generation that watches Logan Paul that really enjoyed that.
I had a realization because somebody said that WrestleMania and it was a negative connotation. It just says that WrestleMania is now just a list of viral moments. And I would say that's true.
That's everything. And
I think we've just gotten to the point that WWE, as we know it, as we knew it growing up, that era's over. This is what it is now. Celebrities trying to get cross promotional on social media streams. Shit, that's what this is now. Oh boy, the Alpha Academy. So the heel. Oh, it's Otis, and
all right. To be fair, Otis is a star, and so is what's her tits.
What is her name?
I don't care. Otis.
I've maintained since I saw Otis for the first time in NXT in what was their tag team, the Heavy Machinery.
Yep.
That if they turned Otis into an earthquake style heel, that dude would be fucking unstoppable.
No, I prefer him as the comedy babyface. Although I don't know, I need him with Tozawa.
Well, again, at some point, like I guess R-Truth would be even R-Truth had a heel run. At some point, you have to let the comedy guy not be a comedy guy. You let him be serious.
He wasn't. He was with Heavy Machinery.
Well, even him and they had their moments too in Heavy Machinery. What the hell is her name?
I don't care.
I feel like I should know this.
You should. So should I. But
I remember she was the model when LA Knight was doing that shit.
uh,
Max Dupree or whatever.
Maxine Dupree.
See, we got there. I just had it working through my head. Are we going to see 2 title changes tonight?
No, not with Tozawa in the match.
Or we're going to see Otis turn heel?
By the way, can we talk about I even forget what the match was, but Jess the ref reffing whatever match she was reffing last night looked like she was crying the entire match. What? She looked so sad.
I didn't notice that. Rusev.
Oh, hey, look, there he is. I do like his new garb there.
Does he have a tag team partner? Otherwise, I don't understand why we're debuting him.
Him by himself.
He looks fucking great.
He does. By the way, Rusev also, like myself, had a torn bicep.
Didn't he just get back with Lana? I think I heard that.
Well, they are back together. But I don't know what he's doing here. This is an odd spot to bring him.
Unless Boris Zukov's about to walk out, I don't understand what we're doing.
Nikita Koloff. Maybe he's going to shit can Tozawa. And then we're going to get
Otis and
Rusev. You will never beat them.
I actually don't hate that. See, this is. And let me be clear about me shaking my head. I'm a giant Rusev fan, and I love that they're putting him in the situation. I hate they're doing this to Otis again. Look, Otis is dead, but Tozawa's back up.
Well, I have a feeling Tozawa's getting ready to be dead. Oh, no, here we go.
Me slapping meats. Thank you for what the fuck are we doing? Let him get a move in. See, now he just looks like a fucking goofball.
Well, you're debuting Rusev again.
No, I get that, but
when
you do something like that with someone like Otis, you're like, he's just worthless. Like, why is he even a wrestler?
I don't like it, but
is that Dangerous Danny Davis? Who is that?
That's definitely not Dangerous Danny Davis.
He looks phenomenal.
He does, except for the little gray in his beard.
That's fine too. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you can definitely tell he's had a torn bicep. That thing was weird. Looks like there's a tennis ball in his arm.
I can relate.
Sure, yeah, your arms are almost as big.
But you get that crazy little thing, yeah.
All right, so what do we do with Rusev?
I imagine I'd like to see him with Braun Breaker. That'd be fun. But you're not, because Braun Breaker's headed world title. He's getting ready to beat Jey Uso.
LA Knight?
Mm-hmm. Is Finn getting ready to go back to being the demon?
What did he say? Did he just pull a testicle? What just happened?
By the way, we were watching WrestleMania last night. Sarah just looks over at me because they keep doing this. She goes, "We need to go back to Vegas." You ever
Tits on a
been to
boar hog.
Vegas, DJ?
I have not. The idea of going to Vegas makes me nauseous.
No. So much fun.
You guys know how well I do around a lot of people. People piss me off real quick.
Vegas is just like Indianapolis, only shinier.
The hell did you just say?
It's
I know
just
some
like,
our union had their international conference last week in Las Vegas, the weekend before WrestleMania. And Dan, our president, said he woke up on Saturday and it was 94 degrees. And I said, fuck that.
yeah, it's hot there, but
I
it's
don't
a
like
dry
that either.
heat.
Oh, well,
Hey.
in that case.
Well, yeah, it's totally different.
There's no humidity, so you just walk outside and just turn to ash.
It's like a brick oven.
Well, you can sell great.
Good news. Everything in Vegas is air conditioned.
But I have to walk to places. I have to
Yeah,
walk to the
but
air conditioning.
You don't have to leave the indoors. They have like tunnels and stuff that you can walk through.
So we had a conversation last night during the watch along, and maybe I think we can have this here too. Like I think we can honestly say with a straight face, Rhea, Bianca, and Io Sky was probably one of the best women's matches
probably
ever.
the best match of WrestleMania this year.
Probably. So it's one of the best women's matches ever. And then I said, can we sit here honestly and say quite possibly that was one of the like top 3 best triple threat matches of all time? Because most triple threat matches suck, and that one didn't. And the finish.
I think what kind of fucked it was that they copied the finish in the next triple threat match.
Yeah, that's not their fault. That's Rollins, Punk, and Reigns' agent fault.
Yeah.
Because the finish was almost identical. That finish was fucking excellent. Like I thought the way that Bianca was pinning Rhea, that I thought Rhea died.
It was not the Rollins Roman match. It was the next night triple threat match. Or maybe one of the Fatal 4-Ways.
It was the 4-way.
Yeah.
Because that was the only 2 triple threat matches.
I was like, Paul Heyman was not in the women's match. That would be odd.
Correct.
But Paul Heyman with Rhea Ripley would be fabulous.
I think people smell bad everywhere. I don't know when deodorant.
Where do they smell bad? What?
Vegas. I don't know when deodorant became like optional for society, but I'm against it.
And honestly, in Vegas, it's not the people that smell bad. It's because weed is legal and it smells like weed everywhere. Same thing in Chicago when we were there. It's terrible.
Why did that man just tear up, take an axe to his boat? And I thought Gunther Jey Uso overperformed. And again, the first thing you see online, I can't believe they fucking made Jey Uso the world champion. Shut up. We can't even wait. We can't even see what happens anymore. We're just instantly pissed, and it's the worst thing ever. Fucking shut up.
Well, it's been happening since, The Undertaker beat Hulk Hogan at this Tuesday in Texas.
Solid reference. I think they made a mistake. At WrestleMania 5, I thought Savage should go over Hogan, but I can think that because it happened 36 years ago. It didn't happen yesterday. All Jey Uso does is sell merch and get crowd pops. Yeah, no shit. It's called being a wrestler, dummy.
Yeah, that's kind of like half the gig. And by the way, in the ring, damn good.
Yeah.
I mean, he might get drunk a lot outside the ring.
Now, he loves
but
being
but if
fucking
I knew
trash.
I was winning the championship, guess what? I'd be drunk all weekend.
Oh, I would have told Bruce Pritchard I want a bottle of champagne right here when I walk through Gorilla on my way back to the locker room. I'm gonna be drunk before I get in the shower.
I want Jack on the way out.
Survivor Series in San Diego.
That would be
That's-
a fun place to go.
That at Petco Park. San Diego's on my bucket list. I'd like to go to San Diego.
Stay tuned.
Oh.
Pondwater letting us know we're a couple minutes behind. We live
Maybe
in the
you're
Midwest. It's hard to.
Maybe you're just a couple minutes ahead. Have you thought about that? Bitch.
So she's not
What?
wrestling. She's just standing there.
Well, maybe we'll see her next challenger. Which, by the way, if you're watching this video on Twitter, we should let you know. This will be one of the final times we're going to have a video on Twitter. We will be YouTube exclusive here. Ongoing. So, Timmy, if you could show them that QR code one more time.
Oh,
If you would like to be a part of these,
this way.
if you would like to be a part of these watch-alongs and comment and all those things, go ahead and scan that QR code and subscribe. How are you? Yeah, she had a hell of a performance. All three of them did. That was crazy. That was a crazy ass match.
Honestly, though, I don't know. She does deserve it. She was the third best in that match.
She held her own though.
She did, but she was still the third best in
But-
that match.
I also like to finish, and I will tell you why. Because if they're going to go forward with Rhea and Bianca, you don't need the title for that feud.
No. Well, that's the thing. Rhea is to the level she does not need a title. Whatever she's doing. She good.
By the way, again, I will stand by. I think next year, WrestleMania 42, you're going to see Rhea and Jade.
Hit whoever's music.
Who is it? I don't recognize the song. Oh, shit. Stephanie McCord. Nice. Get a
Can
little
you
Kevin,
bring a champion out to like
get a little Kevin Owens action here, maybe?
not a fan of that.
What?
Bringing a NXT champion out to
I like
like
it.
take the title off of her. Why?
Well, it gives the NXT title legitimacy. Because remember when Kevin Owens beat Cena, he was still the NXT champion at the time. Then he lost it to Samoa Joe, I think. Was it Samoa Joe or Finn Balor? I don't remember anymore.
I think it was Samoa Joe.
I will tell you, I don't watch NXT, so this is the first time I've seen her in person, and
I watched Stand and Deliver or whatever their pay-per-view was.
I was out camping with the in-laws for Easter, so I missed that. But I am
watched
going to go
about
back
half
and watch
of it. Watched about half of it. She's a good wrestler. I think I'd rather see my sister show up and go into WWE because I think that's due.
Stephanie McMahon? That's a swerve,
No.
bro. I know what he meant, Timmy. Don't even correct me. Like I was serious. I didn't realize she was.
So
15.
this promo is two chicks who can't speak the language very well. I don't like this.
I can't understand. I couldn't understand the chant.
Respect.
It is an odd choice. We need to have a serious conversation. What happened to Dollar Bill Dave? He just left the show. All right, I'm in.
So they're gonna bury one of the champs. Cool.
That Adam Pearce. Oh, nice.
Good thing. What? You think they were gonna? No, fuck it. I don't want it.
I want more promos.
I want more promos that don't speak English.
I mean, I get it, except they were already cheering for it before you came out. That's just goofy. Okay.
I hope she doesn't cry tonight.
Are we going to have another title change? By the way, this is
Well,
the third match on the show, and
this
they've all
is
been for the title.
versus
Technically,
title,
Otis and
so title
technically,
versus title. So yeah, there should be one.
we got a Hogan and Warrior deal right now. Oh, Pondwater said this is non-title. That's not fun.
Oh, just bragging rights. That's a terrible sales job.
Well, I would tell you this: if Stephanie is the NXT champion and she beats Io Sky, you better have her relinquish the title tomorrow on NXT and come to the main roster, because otherwise, theoretically, she should just beat everyone after that. If we're still under the belief that NXT is the developmental territory.
Well, I think Charlotte should come out and just ruin the entire match.
I think it would have been an utter disaster if Charlotte would have won last night or 2 nights ago. I think the fans would have turned on her forever. Which, by the way, not Charlotte's fault. She's not booking the matches. But you can't tell people that, so.
Yeah, but she's cutting the promos.
Well, apparently Tiffany went all in first. And Charlotte was like, okay, let's do that.
I don't know.
That was what I read. That was what I read. I don't know if it's true or not.
I don't know about that either. Could have been a calculated move by her. Like, I know I'm going to get fucked up a little bit at WrestleMania, but I'm going to get these shots in.
And she did. Again, the fun director said she was on his plane today, and she was wearing the scars of war. She's like she took a beating this weekend. Well, again, we were watching it, and for a minute we were all like, did she lose a tooth?
Well, that was her veneers.
Yeah, and then
So apparently her teeth are kind of fucked up, but she wears veneers on them.
like Roman Reigns does.
And the veneers came loose. Maybe we should see a dentist and, even
Gimmicks waiting.
Yeah.
She could be Dr. Isaac Yankum, but new. Updated. Dr. Britt Yankum.
I don't know how we haven't seen her yet.
I think is she still under contract?
Nope. She is a free agent.
That is kind of odd. The last time I saw her, she was doing DDP yoga with Thunder Rosa, so I guess they've buried that beef.
I also would have thought that we would have seen Saraya at this point. Or Paige.
And I'm not going to ask you this to be a dick. It's a legitimate question. Is there a clamor to see Saraya again? Because I don't think there is.
I guess my thing would be Like I would clamor more to see Soraya in the ring again than I would Britt Baker, because at one point Paige was very good in the ring.
Well, let me with the standard WWE fan, it would be a way bigger deal for Paige to come back, because again, they're probably not gonna know who Britt Baker is. The smart fans will know, but
Eh,
I mean, Britt Baker was on the Mae Young Classic like 5 years ago, but I mean, no one remembers that.
but
But
everyone thinks there's the disconnect is not that big. Wrestling is not a gigantic world.
it's true. But I for one, again, if Paige goes to WWE, she's not wrestling, because they're not going to take the risk. So there's that factor too. But because I honestly believe it was her and Daniel Bryan when they went, or Bryan Danielson, when they went to AEW, it's because WWE would not let them wrestle. They wouldn't clear them. And then AEW, they're like, sure, come on in with your broken neck and
what we do.
concussion.
Go ahead. Well, I guess my thing was, Joe fucking Hendry has gotten over in WWE, and you think Britt Baker wouldn't come in with some fucking heat?
Well, again, you're taking what I'm saying out of context. I didn't say there'd be no reaction. I just said I think there'd be a bigger reaction if Paige returned.
Joe
Britt Baker.
Hendry might have got the third or fourth biggest reaction of the weekend.
But Joe Hendry has appeared on WWE television. He was at the Royal Rumble. So that the fans have a relative understanding of who Joe Hendry is.
How'd he do in the Rumble?
He was in there for a while, wasn't he?
10 minutes tops. But
10 minutes is a long time.
like when you go to like WrestleMania,
Hot take.
that crowd is a bunch of smart fans. They would all know who Britt Baker was.
So you would debut her on NXT? I
Honestly,
think you'd have to.
I would have debuted her at WrestleMania. But if you really want to get the biggest pop you can, tonight would be ideal, because this is the concentrated smart fans.
Well, again, reading the reports online, and there's like maybe 2 or 3 people that I listen to. The rest of them I don't trust. And I'm not going to say which way or the other.
Leave Sean Ross Sapp alone. He's busy doing cocaine.
Okay. Sorry, I got lost looking at Stephanie. I'm a fan, but what were we talking about? Oh, I've heard there's supposed to be like a handful of returns now. We've already seen 2. So that I don't think they're done yet.
No, I think we still got some. My God. I wish I were electric tape.
Again, Pound Water, like, she's wearing leggings, right? Yeah, we know. Oh, you mean she's not just out here just flashing b-hole in front of everybody?
Charlotte was almost flashing b-hole simply because she doesn't have B cheeks.
Yeah, she is sans cheek.
I told Sarah, I said, it's so sad. She has her dad's ass.
Which is none.
Yes. No ass at all. Stephanie has
Enough for everyone.
All the ass. Even Io has a little ass.
She's been good in this match, so I'll give her that. And this is the first time I've seen her wrestle. Because I don't watch NXT.
Neither do I.
What are you just saying words now?
I'll let her do a dark match.
What does that mean? Dark match Evolve? Like a dark match on Evolve? Is that still a thing? Evolve?
He's gonna let her be a part of Stardom or whatever that
Cigar
women's
box
throat.
with a blowhole. That's you did say that, and I almost peed.
Oh, there. Sarah is here.
That was funny. Oh, because I actually I said I'm looking to buy equipment to make T-shirts, and I said if you don't think that will not be a T-shirt immediately, you are mistaken. Oh, did she just DDT your
What a
leg?
dragon's brew.
Cornette did have a good observation. Why is it the younger wrestlers now, every time they're going to run somewhere, they have to point there first? It's a good question.
I like it.
Ow. Fuck.
Now Pondwater backing up his claim.
So the only one of the, I will say the only one with the big, of the big four I have not been to yet is a Survivor Series.
You're not missing anything. I seen
been
it in
to-
St. Louis.
I've been to a WrestleMania, I've been to a Royal Rumble now, and I've been to a SummerSlam. I have not been to a Survivor Series. Well, again, but if you're a WWE fan, right, you want to hit the big four. I've been doing Extreme Rules. I've been to two because they had them in.
Honestly, if you've been to a Money in the Bank, you've probably been to the Big Four.
Well, that might be true, but I went to Extreme Rules 2 years in a row because for some reason 2 years in a row they were in Rosemont. And I heard the one I went to was it was Cena and Rusev in a flag match. It was as terrible as it sounds.
That should be the main event this year.
And there was also a cage match, but I don't remember who was in it anymore. There was also people upset that Charlotte did this move because she has no ass.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything? She's driving her face into the man. What does her ass have to do with it?
To be fair,
All right, we have to
When
find
Steph-
Sarah's phone and delete it. And throw it into the river.
all the wired ass.
She meant weird. Quit being a dick. I know what she meant.
So when Charlotte does it, there's not as much behind it. It's just like dim bones, dim bones, dim hip bones, dim bones, dim bones. Like when Stephanie does it, got a little meat behind it.
Oh shit. That was actually good because I've been preconditioned to think that if you hook both legs, you are winning. And she did not there. So that was good. That was almost a botch, and they saved it beautifully.
Someone's coming out. They've got to be.
Oh. This is a good match.
Because they're killing each other. There cannot be a decisive win here. There's got to be someone come out.
You know, they should have done the old WCW TV title thing and had time limit draw. 10 minutes.
They don't do that anymore.
I don't think they do time limits anymore. So yeah,
Well,
it's that one thing. If you announce a time limit, then everyone knows it's time limit draw.
Bondwater never been to a SummerSlam.
It was fun. I had a ride. So the one we went to was Nashville, and that was when Brock Lesnar lifted up the ring of the track.
Really did not enjoy the Friday. In the Renaissance, the
Was that when you slept in the hallway?
hallways are not so comfortable.
But let that be a lesson to you. If you're ever staying in a hotel with me, and I tell you you have 5 minutes because I'm going to be passed out, you have 5 minutes.
You said 10. I was there in 5.
And when I pass out drunk, I will not wake up till the next morning. This is a phenomenal match. But we might have to look into that because again, I do want to go to San Diego. That's on the list. But I will tell you, if I'm going to San Diego, the wife is absolutely coming with me. There's no way I'm getting away with that. This is a clinic though on how to get a new star over that we're watching right now. Oh, I fucking hate the top rope Spanish fly. It's just so dangerous. And I'm alone again. Oh, TJ, you were late. Also, you're the only one that's going to be here the whole time. What a bunch of butt faces. But the top rope Spanish fly just looks like a lot of risk for not that much reward. Like it just seems overly dangerous. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old. This has been a phenomenal match for the record. What are we doing? What are we doing? She's pointing. Who is that? Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez interfered. Also for and Julia. Also for some reason, Dave, yeah, you're muted, dumb shit. And for some reason, Dollar Bill Dave now in the comments and not on the show.
Julia Gulia.
Who's this? Is that Rhea? Yeah, it's Rhea. Oh, Lord. Oh, she got a shiner?
Yes, I told you that earlier.
Did you? I don't listen to you. I like that she didn't put makeup on that one eye just so it was that much more noticeable. I just saw a video my wife sent me today of her chopping Buddy Matthews while he was sunburnt, and it was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. By the way, Buddy Matthews, hate you.
Yeah.
Actually, I've met Buddy once or twice. I actually like Buddy. He's a really nice guy.
Don't care. Still hate him.
And I'm still jelly as shit for sure, but he's nice.
And that is that like that's really cool that she did not put makeup.
That's
just so that
badass.
you see it.
Again, we might, looking back, we might have to have the conversation that Rhea, Bianca, and Io Sky maybe had a top 5 WrestleMania match ever this weekend. That match was fan-fucking-tastic.
Hit her with it.
I don't think you can turn Rhea heel. I don't think you can.
I'm coming for this.
Looks like Rhea's maybe letting the blonde come out a little bit too. The WWE does desperately need someone that has a character where it says, listen, I'm not going to do bullshit happy promos. You're not going to catch me cracking jokes. I'm just out here to whoop someone's ass and leave. Why is he's walking like,
He looks like a fucking hobo.
yeah. I did love when they asked Jey Uso, what is your thought on the internet wrestling community not necessarily being a fan of your in-ring style? And his response was, the internet is not a real place. I played that game for a while, but again, it's one of those games that eventually, like, you kind of plateau at progression, and you have to start spending money to progress any further. It's like, fuck you.
Well, that's
I'm not
kind
doing
of the
that.
way they design it. Yeah.
All right, so
By the way, if you have to use Chime to get $500 before your payday, stop being poor.
I was just gonna say, like, this can't be legit. Like, there has to be some sort of a pyramid scheme behind it, right?
Oh, you pay interest on it. I guarantee it.
Like allegedly, like, oh no, we're just really good Samaritans. We want to give you your money early. Just
We
pay us
we
back
have-
whenever you get
we
the
have
time.
Blind payday loans. You can pay us 42% interest. But
There's a
because
better
it's
way to
only
do that. It's
2
called
weeks,
credit cards.
You'll pay us 7.
Now I want fucking wings. God damn it. So I'm legit. By the way, if the fund director's watching this,
He's not.
look into that. You don't know that, but if I'm definitely going to ask the wife if she wants to go to San Diego in November.
If I'm in November, I want to be in San Diego.
I'm not. I don't hate it. Timmy, you know I'm your sugar mama. Is that legit?
What? Well, she kind of is. I mean, I guess.
Are you dating a doctor and you just didn't tell us?
No, she works in banking. Even better.
Embezzlement, nice.
No.
No, I mean, what? Horse shit. Who said that? I said it. Insurify is the stupidest fucking name I've ever seen.
That seems like a terrible insurance company.
Insurify. Why is SummerSlam 2 nights now? Is this going to be a thing?
We saw it in Nashville, and it didn't deserve to be one night.
No, but do you think we're going to get to the point where Royal Rumble's going to be 2 nights, the women on one night, on night 1, the men on night 2?
To be fair, that makes more sense. Who is
By
that?
the way,
that's Cardi Q. Who is
so
that?
I was at SummerSlam last year in Cleveland also, and shout out to Mike Kolb. He got us the entertainment package with that, and I had an absolute riot in Cleveland for that. We went to SmackDown before too, and we had a riot. That was so much fun.
It was in Cleveland. How would you do that?
That very enclosed area where the Gund Arena is and the Cleveland Browns Stadium and the hotel is really nice. I didn't venture outside of that too much.
Sounds terrible.
Well, unfortunately, when you go to, we went to SmackDown Saturday morning. We sold merch for the, what's the MTV reality show?
The Real World?
No, the other one.
Road Rules?
Road Rules. We did that. They have a podcast and we did the merch for them. And then we went to SummerSlam after that. So unfortunately, when you're in that scenario,
Yeah.
You gotta go pee again. Right in the middle of my sentence. What an asshole. But unfortunately, when you do things like that, you don't get the chance to go out in the town and eat and try different food. So I pretty much ate arena food all weekend. Not that it was terrible, but I didn't get to, go out in Cleveland and find the sleeper restaurants like I tried to do. It is wild to think how long the Usos have been in this company uninterrupted. It's been a long time. So I think we're going to find out who the challenger for the World Heavyweight title is next. I don't think it's going to be Gunther. I think they're going to move him on to something else. But do we find out the new challenger tonight? And is it a current roster member or we get another surprise return? Personally, to me, if I was going to bring Rusev back, it would have been during the celebration, not during a tag match nobody gave a flying shit about. Yes, I'm trying to drop less F-bombs. I'm trying to catch myself. Nobody gets upset when you say shit. I mean, when did the Usos debut? Like 08? It's been a long time. And that's another bizarre thing about, when you get to a certain level of, celebrity or over or whatever. I never heard anyone say how bad Jey Uso was at wrestling until his match with Jimmy at WrestleMania and last night or this weekend. Before that, I never heard about it. Like, do I think he's the greatest ever? No. But do I think he's Gilbert? Also, no. Gunther has got to be, if not in the WWE title picture, very near it moving forward. Because then we talked about this over the weekend. It's unfortunate, but it's, for one, they have 2 world titles on. They're not even separated by show, which makes no sense to me. But I think that the WWE title will always be forefront, catamount over the World Heavyweight title. And I also think by the time next year's WrestleMania rolls around, they're going to unify the 2 titles. Because, again, at this point, why do you have 2? Welcome back. Did you wash your hands?
No, 2 shows. That's why.
What 2 shows? Why?
That's why you don't unify them.
But they're not on 2 different shows.
There's crossover. It's fine. You have a U.S. and a Intercontinental title. Same thing.
He's right. Just shit together. Start wearing diapers to the show. Be a professional.
I'll whip it out and throw my piss in the trash can. I don't care.
Pissing. So, bless you. Bless you. I understand why. Bless you. God, you only get 2. I understand why they have so many titles is because it's a merchandising opportunity. I get that. But just from like, well, we have a WWE title and we have a World Heavyweight title. Why? What's the difference? Again, if they were on different shows.
I'm not allowed to whip it out on camera. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure all of us are upset by that. But if they were on different shows, I get that. And you probably have the talent to do that again, to have 2 different shows. But just to have 2 world champions for no apparent reason.
By the way, his shirt is kick ass.
Roman was
World
never here.
Heavy Yeet champion.
Roman was never here, so he made a secondary heavyweight title. Is the reason why that one exists.
That title has existed for years. They handed it to Triple H for no reason.
No, you're in the big goal. I mean, this version
Same
of this title.
Same title.
No, but this version of this title came back because Roman was never on TV. Because he had just unified the WWE and Universal titles and was never on television. So like, hey, we're going to make the World Heavyweight Champion. Also, Seth Rollins here. Which actually, by the way, that's exactly how they debuted the Big Gold. They just gave it to Triple H.
Yeah.
And not even the real Big Gold.
I'm sure Bret Hart did not like it when they gave the title just to. There's Gigi Dolan. Grab his dick.
Grab his dick. Honk.
That's like a Gigi Dolan cosplayer.
Is that guy wearing a Phil Villapiano Raiders jersey? Oh, by the way, we got into an argument in the Watchalong about Bret Hart. Also, I was defending him, just so you know.
Yeah, that's your problem. Did you see the video of him when Triple H came and shook his hand at the Hall of Fame thing?
Yes.
What dickhead.
Do you also know what happened in that video that no one's talking about? They just want to pretend that he's just pissed off at Triple H.
I watched it.
Steve Austin said something to him in the meantime also.
All right, but Bret went. Steve Austin could have said, "Hi, how's it going?"
Well, again, I'm not going to say. I'll say the same thing.
Bret Hart rolling his eyes. Fuck you with a ball peen hammer.
I'm not going to
tell you that this weekend when I see you in Indianapolis.
Don't believe that at all. But I'm going to tell you what I said this weekend. Do I think Bret Hart at times can be super petty? Yes.
Super.
But if you watch the video, Steve Austin said something that caused that reaction on his face.
Yeah. After Triple H shook his hand, Steve Austin said, "Curmudgeon as fuck." And Bret Hart's like, "Yep, that's me."
Let me prove it. So I asked the question while you were pissing again. So I think Gunther is, I don't think they're going to do a match 49 for this feud. So I think we're going to find out who the new contender is. Is it an existing member of the roster, or do we get another debut here? And again, I said this is where I would have debuted Rusev.
Britt Baker.
You're bad at this.
This could be the 4-time world champion that no one has been able to figure out.
Well, you said Matt Cardona, and the math doesn't math on that.
4-time heavyweight champion is what it's
4-time WWE champion?
No, heavyweight.
So in just random in all wrestling promotions.
I guess. I don't know. This was brought to me by my son. By the way, you'll meet him this weekend. He
Christian
can't wait.
Cage.
Christian Cage. No!
No. Rob Van Dam.
Tommy Dreamer.
Was he a 4-time world champion?
I'm
might
sure
have
he
been.
was.
Actually, he might have been in ECW. Nicholas J. Foley.
That would be great.
See, what's fun about Mick is he won 3 WWE titles, and then he won the TNA Legends title, and that was a fucking thing.
This is where Aldous comes out and takes him over.
Why?
I
That
don't
makes no sense. I fucking quit his gym. I want to wrestle again.
To be fair, he does.
No, I know he does.
What are they chanting? One more match?
One more time. One more time.
Oh.
Play the song so they can eat some more. Hey, how about you can just let him cut his promo? Can we do that? Yeah, I don't know why they put the World Heavyweight title on Jey Uso. Fucking knotheads.
To be fair, I don't know he needed it, but
Well, you just wait. I bet you within a week
well,
they're gonna have Jey Uso versions of the World Heavyweight title.
They didn't give it to LA Knight when he was this over. So they're kind of righting the wrong.
I guarantee you in a week they're gonna have a Jey Uso version World Heavyweight title for sale on the Shop Zone. It's gonna sell like fucking hotcakes.
Nah, I don't think they will. I think they like this one.
No, I'm not saying they have to switch it. I think they're gonna have a Jey Uso edition of it.
Oh, he's trying to pin his own.
Finally, The Rock has come back.
Yeah.
Again, we have to.
By the
find
way,
out
you were there 2 nights ago.
We have to find out who the new number one or the new challenger. They don't want to do number one contenders anymore. And my guess is with the
goddamn brother.
With the time we're at, the time awful. With the time we're at right now, it's got to be a return.
Yeah, we're almost 9 o'clock. Gotta be.
I'm still shocked we're getting John Cena and Randy Orton one more time.
I kind of like it.
I'm not upset by it. It's just nuts.
I enjoy they've given us the 15-year break.
They need to let Cody go on his own and just for a while, no specific rivalries, and just let him evolve into the heel we know he's going to be soon.
Maybe Cody should choose to go after this title.
Yeah, I'm going to go after this world title because I don't want to fight John Cena again. Is essentially what he's saying.
Braun Breaker would be my.
I don't hate that one. I don't hate that one. And we just saw CM Punk backstage. He hasn't even been on the fucking show yet.
That would be fun.
I don't know. I'm not saying it's gonna be Punk. I'm not saying
That would be fun.
Be good promos.
Oh,
Sami Zayn. But he's got to be coming out to congratulate him. Yeah, he's got to be coming to congratulate him.
doesn't look like it.
He's wearing a polo shirt, which is bizarre. Bizarre choice.
He's doing the Joker wave.
Yeah, you're right. He seems super threatening right now. Waving like the caddy in Happy Gilmore. Oh, those are WrestleMania jerseys. I thought Phil Villapiano for the Raiders was super over with this crowd for some reason. Do we get I don't think you could turn Sami heel again.
Why
right
not?
Because he just was. For like ever. He was the L dictator, and then he was in the bloodline. Like, he's been a heel a long time. And he's been a heel of a babyface since last Survivor Series or Royal Rumble, whenever it was. Not this one, but the one before. And I think Sami's gotten to the point, no matter what you do with him, they're going to cheer him. It's a phenomenal beard he's got going on.
He's looking awful lovingly at that title.
I grabbed a microphone to hug you. He just licked his lips. And just so you know, as soon as this promo's over, I'm going to be fucking ripped. So can we hurry this up?
Yeah, where has he been?
I think he's been hurt. I think he was hurt. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it hurt your wallet.
But it's like the next night. He suddenly recovered.
Well, he wasn't booked in advance, Timmy. It's not.
Exactly. That's why I'd be pissed, and that's why I'd kick his ass.
They didn't book. They didn't book the matches that night unless it's Randy Orton and Joe Hendry. To challenge you, punch you in the dick. Okay, he's crying, so I don't think he's going to turn heel here. One butthole in the crowd's doing the Daniel Bryan no thing. Fucking douche. Shut up.
And now he kicks him in the dick.
I will tell you, we talked about this over the weekend too. The fact that some wrestling fans, this is the only genre of entertainment this happens. The fact that some fans now have the audacity
just to be contrarian.
They develop their own gimmicks as if any of the rest of us give a flying fuck about them is obnoxious.
Hey, what are you talking about?
No, you're just a douche. It's not a
You
gimmick.
you act like some guys out there wearing short sleeve suits and
You don't do that anymore, though.
Hmm.
That I know of. Is that how you go shopping?
well, now you've ruined my gimmick for Indianapolis, but okay.
What are you doing in Indianapolis? Are you going to wear the summer suit in Indianapolis?
No.
That's sad. Now I'm sad.
He's gonna kill him. He's gonna murder him.
He did just throw the mic out of the way. Now he's celebrating with him for some weird reason. I think it's, I don't know, man. Like, again, I think Sammy's in that position where I don't know if they'll boo him.
Well, they will because he's over.
By the way, I'm of the firm belief if you put Sami Zayn and Jey Uso in a match, it would be fucking phenomenal.
By the way, not a 4-time heavyweight champion.
He's a one-time. I think he's only won the NXT title once.
But he looks like he's getting ready to kill him.
He's awful ominous back there. Could just be soaking in the moment. Could just be soaking in the moment. Mandible claw. Like, everybody's gonna have a family reunion now. So Sammy's definitely not turning now.
No. I feel like there's a better chance Jimmy's going to turn on him.
God, that would be terrible if they did that. Everyone remembers their WrestleMania match last year, and it was the drizzling shits. Also, why does Sami Zayn get a cut of promo, but Jimmy doesn't? They're brothers. Okay, I think there is a potential heel turn coming. For sure.
There's definitely a turn coming. Or someone else is coming out.
No, I don't mean tonight. I think there's a heel turn coming down the road. I don't think it's tonight. But Sammy, I think they're doing a Hogan Randy Savage thing right now. And I'm not comparing the two. I'm just comparing the storyline. Yeah, I am the firm belief that Sammy's going to turn over the summer. SummerSlam, maybe. But also, again, I'm old, and I think that they always book from WrestleMania to SummerSlam, and they don't necessarily do that anymore.
How are you not going to book for the next pay-per-view, which is in 2 weeks?
Is it really?
Yes. Battleground is in just over 2 weeks.
I mean, Backlash.
Whatever.
I would think over the course of 2 weeks, you literally just have to put together random matches. There's not enough time to develop any stories out of that. Hey, why is this match happening? Well, he spilled his tea at lunch and now didn't buy him a new one. And now he's upset. Oh, it's 10 o'clock and we're not done yet, so that's cool. Well, 10 o'clock Eastern time.
I feel like someone should come out and just knock the piss out of him.
I think if they were going to come out, they would have. And why would you come out to a 3-on-1 scenario? It's going to be Michael Cole. By the way, I'm challenging Jey Uso to the world. I'm 1-0 at WrestleMania. I'm challenging Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. By the way, I think I look a lot like Sam Roberts, or I should say he looks a lot like me.
Okay.
No? You don't think so?
Nah. No, not so much.
You think Steve Austin comes out tonight and just runs over a pedestrian again and leaves?
I hope so, because I need some action at the end of my Raw.
Metro Boomin. Don't know who the fuck that is.
Got his own title.
I don't know who that clearly blonde wigged man is either. I don't know who they are either. But I don't watch the WNBA.
Yeah, well, they're women's basketball players.
No, I got that part.
That's CM Punk.
Chase Briscoe, NASCAR.
Is that
Well, he
one of
wasn't
the
an NASCAR
Briscoe
driver.
brothers?
Is he doing a TV show now? He wasn't an NASCAR driver. I've also been reading a lot of social media about people who are saying that Pat McAfee is unbearable on commentary.
No, he's fabulous.
He has his moments for sure. I'm not going to argue that, but overall, I think he's fine. And again, I said it during the watch along, and I will say it now. I despise Logan Paul as a human being, but he is phenomenal in the ring. No pun intended.
I think Logan Paul is good for business.
I'm not arguing that either. I could say all of those things and still acknowledge that he's a piece of shit as a human being.
Why do you think?
Do you not understand
I would go the other way.
Do you not understand how he got famous?
Yes, he's a YouTube star.
No. That wasn't the video that trended that made him a YouTube star. This is a legit story. I'm gonna tell you some truth here. There is a forest in Japan that, because of the Japan culture and how important their honor is, if they are to commit suicide, which Japan is one of the highest countries of suicide rates in the world, if they were to commit suicide, they go to this forest and hang themselves so their family won't see them. And the government doesn't cut them down. So there is literally a forest of people just hanging. And how he became famous was he went into that forest and shot a video and essentially made fun of him. And that's what made him famous. So I'm going to say it again definitively. Fuck Logan Paul as a human being. But as an entertainer, he's phenomenal. He's fantastic. I can't deny that.
Don't hang yourself. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I think once you get to that point in your mind that that's not really an option you're willing to hear.
I'm going to look that up. I don't trust that that's truth. I love you, but I feel
Look it
like
up.
there's got to be some misinformation going on.
Which part?
That he got famous for being in a forest with hanging people?
Look it up now.
Well, no, I'm watching Raw right now. By the way, come back tomorrow night and I'll tell you if that's what I found. Karrion Kross is getting ready to be a big star, by the way.
I agree. I really hope they do something with him.
By the way, this show sounds fucking fantastic.
I'm unfamiliar with what is
WWE Unreal.
No, I can read. What is it?
It's behind the scenes, basically.
Oh, I did see this.
That looks fabulous.
By the way, when I saw the WWE release a brand new Cactus Jack line, I got so excited.
And then you were like, damn it.
And then I looked and I was like, this is ass. Also, where is Cactus Jack? Terrible. I love Charles Barkley.
I need some Chuck GTP in my life. Go to Domino's and get unlimited pizzas free.
I will say we got a new Domino's here in town. We had one before, but it was pretty shitty. And then they went away for a while, and they got a new place here, and they restarted. And
Learned a new hold.
yeah, they came back and they learned a new hold. And Domino's is up their fucking game, man.
Yes. Definitely.
Oh, so since you won't do it, I've been doing it. Not only is Logan Paul, did he film that video in Japan? He's not allowed in the country because of it.
Yeah, lots of people aren't allowed in the country of Japan. Ah, God damn it.
I don't know if that's true.
So Logan.
Just look up Logan Paul Japan.
Suicide Forest. How about that?
But yeah, the Domino's go-to for me anyway, Philly cheesesteak pizza on thin crust. I will fight you. That shit is wonderful. What is this for gum? Wrigley's oh, all right. Dude, that dude has lost a ton of weight. Whoa.
Who?
What that guy? You'll see him again. Just watch.
I'm busy reading about Logan Paul, God damn it.
Well, you're missing him because he just showed up again. This is another Final Destination. It is. Okay. All right. I'm listening. Oh, here's Gunther. Why is Gunther out here? Is he challenging Michael Cole? I mean, I did just say he was undefeated at WrestleMania, but I don't.
Okay, so he did post a video from that thing and blurred the face of the guy.
Okay.
And he took it down.
And that makes it acceptable. Yeah, after he got a bunch of shit for it. Oh, what do we got going on here? Oh shit. Are we watching the murder?
It's Brock Lesnar.
Are we watching the murder of Michael Cole?
Nope. We're getting ready to kick off a new feud.
Are they doing Gunther and Logan or Logan Paul? Gunther and Pat McAfee?
I like it. Oh shit.
I would say yes, we're gonna get Gunther and Pat McAfee. Who is that? Oh, the Pat McAfee show guys there. I forgot about that. I like how the Pat McAfee show guys are charging like any of them would do anything against Gunther.
To be fair, all of them could do something against Gunther.
When we have Shane Helms and Jason Jordan, and they can't do anything, but the Pat McAfee guys are like, no, let me in there. I'll get him.
Just the ref trying to break it up. Poke him in the eye.
It looks like he's legit choking out Pat McAfee right now. Pat McAfee has changed colors.
To be fair, Hulk Hogan used to do that shit all the time.
That is true, but I think Hulk Hogan's blood pressure was through the roof at all times. Also,
So is Pat McAfee.
there was a couple of WrestleManias because I went back and watched 3 through 7, and there was a couple times I'm like, oh my god, Hulk Hogan's purple.
Fuck you,
Fuck you,
Gunther. Is what
Gunther.
they're challenging.
We have a heel on our hands, folks. The whole crowd at Unison is chanting, fuck you, Gunther. Yeah, make him go through the crowd. That's smart. It's not bad enough you ran over one of your fans last night. You're going to have Gunther just start choking fans out.
That would be better. We just started killing people.
That would be excellent if they were just like, dude,
All right,
we're
so
going to eat the
WWE
lawsuit. We just need you to choke a fucking fan on the way out.
WWE is so stupid. This is what needs to happen right before he has to leave for game day.
Again, I would find it legendary if WWE go, hey, Gunther, we're going to eat the lawsuit. I need you to fucking choke a fan out on the way out.
Yeah, we wouldn't put a plan in. We want you to choke a real person.
I want you to try I want their social media account blown up. I need it now. Yeah, we'll throw them front row tickets to SummerSlam and a t-shirt. They'll be fine. But I need you to choke a fan out. The first fan, because there was a fan that gave him the finger. So I said,
why did they not understand this is the gimmick that needs to happen before he has to leave for like 4 months for game day? This is what has to happen.
You think
He's gonna go back? He's gonna be like,
April?
"No, fuck you. I'm going back. I'm
Does he
gonna
leave
finish commentating."
Does he leave for game day in April?
No, he leaves for game day in like August.
I don't understand what you're saying to me right now.
No, why are they doing it now? Save it for August.
Oh. Well, they're probably going to build up to Pat and Gunther at insert pay-per-view
That
Money in the Bank.
seems like a terrible idea.
Why?
All right, Pat's good, but why wait? Why?
No, again, I would have put Gunther in or around the WWE Championship picture. Now, Gunther is the best heel you've got right now by a mile.
Is that the end of the show?
Oh, are you saying he's better than Cena? Yes, I'm saying he's better than Cena. Because Cena has a level of respect 25 years, right? The fans, or 22, whatever it's been, the fans just want to see Cena. They respect him. Gunther ain't there yet. He's relatively new.
Was that the end of the show?
No. Again, they showed Punk walking in and he hasn't been on TV yet. And we've only seen 2 returns, which I find hard to believe. That's all we're going to see.
We're now 2 hours and 14 minutes in. All right, I got to go tuck my daughter in. I'll be right back.
AKA, I got to go piss again. 14 minutes.
Well, I'm going to do both, but legit have to tuck my daughter in.
I'm going to tuck my daughter in and piss my pants. That's what I'm about to do. What is, we got covered wagons just intruding on a neighborhood. What are we doing here? Yeah, because Gold Rushers, I'm pretty sure, are all about that Wi-Fi life with Xfinity. By the way, I had Xfinity internet here at my house, and I live. I mean, my hometown I live in has about 46,000 people, so not a lot, but not like enough to be like a township. And I had Comcast, and their internet for this purpose was ass. But then I got Surf. Fiber. God, why did I have such a hard time thinking of that word? Fiber. And it's been tremendous. And I pay a third of the price I paid for Xfinity for fiber, and it's way better. Like how anybody still pays for Xfinity is beyond me. But I also remember a few years ago living in the country where not even Xfinity was an issue, like an option. I had to get satellite internet. And by the way, satellite internet, Whew, is it terrible? What's satellite internet like? Imagine watching or playing the original Nintendo on like a modern flat screen TV today. That's what it's like. It just looks fucking weird. Like satellite internet, if there's a slight breeze, I mean, shut it down. You ain't getting nothing. So they're sending Cena to Perth. It is genuinely bizarre to me. They're sending Cena. I mean, I get it to a degree, but that Cena has X amount of dates. We just went through it. But so many dates abroad are taking up those dates. Like, why wouldn't you want to spend more dates in the United States? It's just odd to me. Again, I get why you send Cena to on these foreign tours. It's the last time they're going to see him too, or the first and last time they're going to see him. But it's just odd. I didn't hear Michael Cole say, "I'm not the one that tapped out." Well, and Michael Cole kind of also chested up to Gunther, which is bizarre. I didn't catch any of that the first time. Who is doing commentary? That Tessa tour? Shout out to the guy wearing the old school Denver Nuggets warm-up jacket in the audience. Nicely done, sir. Yeah, by the way, I'm starting to think that choke was a little bit of a shoot. He changed colors. I've watched a lot of Brutus Beefcake and Roddy Piper matches, and I remember them changing colors in the sleeper. By the way, the Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis dynamic as the authority figures in WWE is I'm going to say is the best version of the authority figures, not named Vince McMahon yet. Well, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon as the authority wasn't terrible either. All right, so that is Joe Tessitore. He's giving Michael Cole the rest of the night off for no reason at all. So I didn't realize this before you left. Michael Cole, they just played the replay of McAfee getting tech. Cole was talking mad shit. When Gunther approached him, Michael Cole put his hands up and said, "I'm not the one who tapped out last night." You're a fucking announcer, Michael Cole. What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? He is responsible for Pat McAfee getting choked out.
Oh,
I got
Joe
Joe
Tessitore,
who apparently is not going to wear his suit jacket for some weird reason.
who's gonna Corey Graves?
Michael Cole.
Oh,
Where is Corey Graves?
NXT.
Is he doing NXT now?
Yeah,
Didn't know that. I'm going to have to start watching NXT.
he did a great job at the pay-per-view. I just don't know any of the people. I can't watch it because, I'm like, eh.
Well, to be fair, when I started watching NXT, it was right after Sami Zayn won the NXT title. So I didn't know anyone then either. So I think I was going to have to bite the bullet and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to have to learn new people, and that's fine. Is it an IC title match tonight?
Yeah. Dom versus who did they say?
Vince, we all know by the reaction last night, Dominic is now a babyface for sure. I don't want him to lose the title already, but to me, Finn has to make him lose the title. But I don't want him to lose it. To me, that's stupid. Or at least attack him, just have the other guy win by disqualification.
Yeah.
because they're clearly building towards Dominic.
Well, he's
and
going
Finn.
against Penta, so Penta's not eating a pin. So this is obviously going to be a smoz.
As I said, they're clearly building towards Dominic and Finn. And I love the fact that they had him win that Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental title match when he hasn't won a singles match in like 3 years.
But I think that's where they're going. The Finn's just going to jump in and just beat the shit out of him. And Carlito's going to stand there and look shocked.
Yep. Where's Ernie Ladd where you need him? Carlito, you're stealing money every time you go on television.
I love Carlito.
I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying he literally does nothing and gets paid a lot of money to do it.
You know what the bad part is Carlito's a good worker. Like, they're missing out on that.
I almost wonder with Carlito if he's like injured and they're just not saying it.
Fuck this guy, by the way.
Why?
I don't like him.
I'm starting to think you have a thing against luchadors. Because you have an irrational hatred of Rey Mysterio also.
He's tiny and he dances like that. That's what I have against him.
You don't like him because he has a strut?
You don't look like a badass when you do that.
I think if you're allowed to walk like that and then you win matches, that justifies it.
Well, no, because it's predetermined.
Ric
You think
Flair-
is Braun Breaker going to win if he prances like that to the ring?
Ric Flair strutted.
Different strut. And he didn't give half-ass high fives either.
He's just very health conscious. He doesn't want the germs.
In bullshit.
Also, I want you to go back. I mean, I think
I do appreciate his outfit. He is definitely very OHIO, Ohio State University.
Me and you need to go back to watch a Raw, just a random Raw 95, and I'm going to introduce you to someone named Goldust.
I can remember times where we sat here and shit all over tag team matches they used to have against the Young Bucks.
Yes.
Him and his brother.
Agreed.
Flippy shit everywhere.
Do you know what's different now? They're producing his matches and they're lassoing him in, and he's selling. That's what's different. No one has kicked him in the face with a shoe full of thumbtacks that I've seen. I might have missed it. I don't think it's happened.
I can't wait till Dom does it. Just a shoe full of thumbtacks. Just kick him right in the eye.
That's what's because in this environment, if someone's like, "Hey man, I got a spot. What if tonight we did? I'm on my knees and you super kick me with a sneaker full of thumbtacks." Everyone in the room is going to go, "The fuck did you just say?" No. Do you remember when we watched that live at All In the arena, and I immediately yelled out,
Yes,
"I hope he's."
We all went, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I went, "I hope he's dead," because that's the only logical outcome of that. But I've enjoyed him since he came to the WWE. I've liked his stuff. Again, when he sells and he's controlled, I think he's very good in the ring.
Well, I've learned from wrestling fans, you don't give, any sort of forgiveness for anything you've ever done. Because Hulk Hogan is not allowed to be anyone celebrated anymore.
Hulk Hogan's an interesting case because I think everyone still acknowledges how much of an impact he's had on wrestling. It's just that he's such a crazy bullshit liar now that you're just like, why are you even saying these things? Again, I told you the story about the sick kid he met in SummerSlam in '92 when it was in the UK. and how he died when Hogan was on the way to the ring. Hogan didn't wrestle on the card. It's easily like, why are you saying this shit? It's easily disprovable. I think that's Hogan's problem. Because listen, everyone knows there are wrestlers, probably more than people realize, that support Trump.
Well, that's more
that's the
fun.
issue.
I think that's more fun and game stuff. People more hop on the fact that like, oh, he's a racist, and I'm like,
Well, again, when you get caught saying the N-word in a rather derogatory way,
yes,
justified.
and not
And
justified.
also,
not justified.
oh, not by him.
Getting ready to get us
I'm not,
canceled.
I'm not saying what he said is
not
justified. I'm saying hating him before that is justified.
Yes.
But again, I don't think anyone discredits what he's done in wrestling, what he meant.
But
it's him now.
And I know he said that, but I don't like, you can't hang out with Mr. T that long and be like, that's what I really think. I don't like black people.
He did though. And I don't think he mentioned Mr. T once, just for the record.
My daughter's dating this guy. Looks exactly like Mr. T.
But I think that's like when you say shit like that and then you do shoot interviews where everything you say is just provably fucking false.
All right, he's obviously a fucking liar. So yeah. But
yeah. Again, I think people realize that far more wrestlers than they care to acknowledge don't agree with their personal politics. But I think they can kind of get over that as long as they don't, lie to their face and say, again, I think like people kind of laughed at the Heyman thing today by telling the guys going to get deported. I think it's going to do far more harm to Heyman than they realize. Because there still is a boundary, and I think Heyman crossed it for what, a random interview spot on Pat McAfee. Like it does
for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, that to me, that joke in that moment wasn't like the joke did. Why? I just don't understand why he said that. It's just a bizarre thing to say.
I saw him and John Cena on the show and was like, God, all of this makes wrestling fans look worse. What are we doing?
Yeah, we talked about it before Dave just fucked off, but I do have a problem with what Heyman said. That's nuts. But I generally don't have an issue with what people say because it's their opinion. But at the same time, it's like, with this weekend, we talked about, what if Trump showed up during the El Grande Americano Rey Fenix match? And I said, is the backlash they're going to receive worth this match? Like, it's a mid-card match at best. Like, you're going to do that for this match? And whatever you believe or whatever you think or whatever, like, backlash is real. But again, the internet wrestling fan is far more temperamental and reactive than I would say the average fan. But at some point, still, like, I read some of these quotes from interviews over the weekend and today, I'm just like, why? What is the benefit of saying that? I don't understand.
I agree.
Again, we're in tense times now, which is the best time to say jokes. If you're controversial jokes, if you're good at it. Like, that's why
funny.
Bill Burr.
Yeah.
That's why Bill Burr is thriving right now because he's a master of it.
That's why they had what's his name host the roast of WrestleMania last night.
I heard that one piss poor too.
But he is a polarizing comedian.
But like to be on ESPN, which is done far more for you good than harm by a mile, and for you to come on their show, attack one of their hosts, and then tell a fan, the one that looks like he's going to get deported, like when that's really happening right now, like what is the benefit of that? I don't get the upside to saying something like that.
Yeah, I definitely don't understand why you would, because like your position in pop culture is tenuous at best.
Yeah, and
Why
especially with Heyman,
why are you trying to like rock the boat with it?
Heyman already didn't have the best reputation in the wrestling landscape, and then he's like, I know you guys have forgave me a little bit for that. I'm gonna shit on it again. It's like, what are you doing? Again, there's some jokes, whether you or actions or situations, whether or not how funny you think they are personally, there's a cost and cause and effect to all those things. And to me, him saying that wasn't worth the attention it got, because it got a lot of attention. Oh shit.
Oh, so we're doing that now.
By the way, I still love the fact that Dom is wearing the gear that was inspired by Ray from Halloween Havoc 98.
You know what I love? OHIO.
JD McDonough's back. Nice. Good to see JD back. So again, we almost watched.
Wasn't he in the New Day or whatever it's called?
The New Day. The Judgment Day?
Yeah.
Yes. He was one that almost got decapitated when he hit his head on the fucking announce table. Good to see him back. Finn's like, my boys. I'm so proud right now.
Finn is not very happy.
No. You know what's going to be great? Here's what I think, just watching, now that we know JD's back, here's how I see this going. Liv and Raquel just won the women's tag team titles.
Yeah.
Dom just won the Intercontinental title.
No,
Now,
he won it a couple nights ago, but yeah.
Shut up. But I think recently, I think Carlito and JD could win the tag titles, and then now Finn, the leader, is the only one without a belt. Because I don't know what the end goal right now is with Finn. They got to figure out something with him soon. Because they're teetering on making
they're definitely teasing it.
But again, like at this point, are you turning Dom babyface because the crowd already did?
Oh, now Tessitore's got his coat on.
Or are you just going to double down and make Finn a heel again? Which technically he never wasn't, I guess, but
someone put a goddamn tie on Joe Tessitore.
I love that's your concern. Somebody get that man a fucking tie. I want to see it wins or not immediately.
Right.
Someone tell it about
Nobody gives a shit about Pat McAfee. Fuck him.
Yeah, don't lay your hands on the announcer that's 6'3", 240.
He'll be on ESPN tomorrow.
And it's so ripped, he's out here in a vest.
They're paying him $12 million a year.
And he has such big arms, he's out here in a vest, but you stay away from him. So I'm going to ask you this, and I'm asking you this because I'm not trying to shit on AEW. I genuinely do not know the answer to this. So I heard that like the week before Vikingo appeared on WrestleMania, he had just beaten Chris Jericho in Ring of Honor. Is that true?
That's what I heard.
I heard that too, but I don't know the answer to that. Well, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure I'm able to watch Ring of Honor.
El Vikingo isn't he your AAA?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, then I don't know. I mean,
which I did tell everyone that was in the watch along with us this weekend. I saw El Vikingo in a match for Warrior Wrestling in South Bend a few years ago. And again, I will full disclosure. his style of wrestling is not for me, and I can acknowledge that, but I can also tell you what he does is outrageous.
Stabs
Like it,
people with glass and shit.
no. He's not a hardcore guy. He's just super duper doing lucha shit off places we shouldn't type of guy. Seth Rollins dressed like where in the world is Carmen Sandiego. It's a nice touch.
Where in the world
is
Carmen
Carmen Sandiego. I wanted to be on that game show so bad when I was a kid. When they did the final game, when they would give you clues and you had to put the Q-tip of the light on the end of it on which country it was in. I was like, dude, I would murder these kids in the final round. And I didn't understand you had to like mail shit in to get on a game show. I never understood that when I was a kid.
By the way, the Black Mirror Thronglet.
Not a word, by the way, for the record.
Black Mirror is fucking crazy. And I have been on a podcast discussing an episode of Black Mirror before. This looks very similar to that.
I want wings in the worst way right now. I just want you to know that. Thank you, Wingstop. Your advertising is working tremendously.
Wingstop's so good.
I might have to go to Wingstop. Well, I know there's Wingstops in Indianapolis because again, I went to one in Market Square Arena.
Hey, look, that guy doesn't do cocaine.
Gingers don't do cocaine. Well known fact. And he could feel at peace because she will not grow up to do cocaine
or hockey.
I mean, she looks pretty good at hockey.
Yeah, they all do at 9.
Do you really need to, she was definitely older than 9, but do you need to throw in "That's my girl" at the end? Like we get it. Proud dad. Understood. Did I tell you I'm buying a new belt?
For your pants?
I don't wear a belt. I have too much ass. I don't need a belt. I got that dump truck, son.
That's not true.
I'm all caked up. No, I'm buying the. I hope Pondwater's still watching. I think I'm buying the world class heavyweight title off of him that he's got. Because the one he has, I guess, is not layered, and he's gonna buy one that is. I don't know why you have a face like that. You're literally on the show that covers world class.
Yeah, I like his belt.
Whose belt?
I don't want you buying his belt.
Well, he asked me first, and I said yes. Maybe if you were into belt collecting before, I don't know, today, he would have asked you.
I'm not. Sounds terrible.
So this will be my 7th belt. I have 2 winged eagles. You want one?
Nah.
I'll give you the one that's not signed by Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Decent, and Sergeant Slaughter, because that's mine. But I will give you the other one.
I got a Hogan 86.
Do you?
I do.
Why have I never seen that?
It's detached. It was a gift.
And how much do you want for it?
None. I'm good.
You give it to me for free?
No.
Oh.
I don't like you. Why would I give it to you?
I don't like you. But we're sharing a hotel room in Indianapolis this weekend.
Kayfabe, God damn it!
Oh, sorry, I ruined it. Oh, they're going to be in Cleveland July 25th.
Why do you want to go to Cleveland? Cleveland sucks.
It's Cleveland Rock, but it was just the closest city I saw on the schedule. Let me look at that schedule, see if we got a difference. Timmy's allergic to Cleveland, apparently.
I like good Ohio. I hate bad Ohio.
I love to brag about Ohio, but also Ohio's my popular city. Don't go there. Okay. I'm going to be kind of surprised if we finish this show with only 2 returns.
Well, we got to set something up here.
Well, actually, we only
But
have
I
one.
could see, I
Rusev,
could see this being like a Braun Breaker type,
Rusev
not a
was the only.
return, but
Rusev's the only return. Actually, now I think about it, he's the only one we've seen. There hasn't been anyone else. The 70 Vacker came from NXT. Let's see. Events. Are you okay that Michael Cole, he choked out Pat McAfee so hard, Michael Cole's choked out now. How about Dayton, Ohio?
by the way, no, I want to go to Cincy. By the way, really nice top knot by Seth.
How about Louisville?
Okay, I'm in.
May 12th, Raw, Louisville.
Anything in Nashville?
Louisville, Greensboro, Greenville, Savannah, Georgia. Saturday night's main event in Tampa. Battlegrounds in Tampa. Braw's in Tampa. NXT's in Tampa. Knoxville, Tennessee.
Ooh, Knoxville is good.
Tulsa, Bakersfield, California. Okay, now we left the Midwest. Lexington,
Oh,
Green Bay, Columbus, Ohio. Nashville.
oh, right there.
SmackDown, July 11th in Nashville.
That's where we're at.
Birmingham. Cleveland again.
SmackDown, Nashville. Right. That's where we're going.
Montreal.
No.
No.
Fuck Canada, buddy.
And then they're going back to Europe. Wow. Why don't you just fucking move there?
So SmackDown, Nashville, July 11th. That's where we're going. Sweet Life.
Summer Slam next year's in Minneapolis. He's dressed like Curious George's handler. What was his name?
Mr.
Oh, the man in the yellow hat. Man in the yellow hat.
Oh, yeah, the man in the yellow hat.
Are you gonna do something? Do something. Come on, do math. 1,969 days since OSU beat Michigan. You want to talk about that, or
Fuck Michigan, buddy.
that's Canada? Yeah, they better do a damn good job explaining this because they literally have no history together.
Push carrying. I like that
agree.
guy's sign.
I agree. Holy shit. Do something. Fuck their chance.
That should be a chant. Fuck their chance.
Yeah, fuck your chance.
Fuck their chance. Fuck their chance.
Buddy.
His top knot is exclusive, though.
Whenever you're ready. Saying fuck you something, I can't. Oh, I know. They're saying fuck you racist. Good job, Paul. Good job, buddy. Like, are they short on time? Why is he talking so slow?
I think they're long on time.
Here comes Punk. So again, we talked about was it worth the backlash? And we literally just before the promo started, they got a chant in the stadium that they tried to censor but failed to. Fuck you, racist. So I'm going to say no, it was not worth it.
Well, they were censoring "fuck you." I don't know what they were saying.
Fuck you,
I
racist.
don't know that it was racist.
It was. All right, I'm listening. This is good.
Well, you're watching. You're not listening.
That's true. I'm listening too, mostly watching.
You fucked up.
Apparently, there's a sign in the crowd that said this financially ruined me.
That is also true.
That is good.
Because I saw a post from our former colleague, Boot to Face, Chris Rucker, that said, they have priced me out. And I saw the prices. They priced me out a long time ago.
Yeah, does our friend have an OnlyFans? I don't understand how he affords to do all this shit.
The meet and greets there were like $2.99, $3.99.
That's what I mean. Like, how does he afford to do all this shit? Oh, do you remember how they were saying last night that Bailey wasn't really hurt? They just replaced her with Becky Lynch for fuck all.
Yeah.
The same, by the way, the same news organization on wrestling that said that Bailey out of action for the foreseeable future after suffering dislocated shoulder and labrum tear.
Fuckers. All right, so that's our end of Raw. Seth Rollins is champ forever.
Nope, new music. Who's that? Oh, it's Roman Reigns, duh.
I'm gonna throw CM Punk out because that'll stop him.
I'm trying to see in live time. Somebody's put Papa Shango is greater than Travis Scott. I'm trying to see if I can get a stadium account of what that chant was, but it is not happening.
Poor CM Punk can never get over.
Can never get over? He is over. He's punched Paul Heyman. Dump truck ass. Here's some solid advice from wrestling fans I see on Twitter. Stop watching wrestling if all you do is get viscerally angry when what you wanted to happen didn't.
I like that.
That's good. I like that a lot. That should be a t-shirt.
There's Braun.
Braun Breaker. Nice. Well, that's a look of I fucking dare you, bro. They recruited Braun Breaker.
I like it.
Nice. That's good. That's good.
You've set up a couple main events. I like it.
That's a real good. I like that a great deal.
Oh shit. He's getting ready to cut him in half.
I do like that. He checked on him like, oh, I hope I hope I didn't break the biggest star in the company right out of the gate. So
Right.
main event.
It's good storytelling though. I like it. I still wish I would find out who the 4-time champion is.
Oh, this was a phenomenal decision on their part. Well, does someone come out to, even the odds for Punk and Roman?
But it's 2-2. Why would you? They're just not as good.
Somebody on Twitter, this has to be the worst Raw after Mania in years. Fucking shut
What?
up. God, people suck.
This is the best ending I've seen in forever.
And it's not over yet. It could be. And also, how do you not like Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker with Heyman together? What are we talking about?
Fabulous. Loved every bit of that.
That was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
We started slow, we finished fast.
I wouldn't even say we started slow.
Wasn't the greatest out the gate.
I think they kept a good pace throughout the show. I'm shocked we got there was one return. That kind of surprised me. But what you did on the show was good. I have no complaints.
Correct. All right. Well, it's Monday night, so you know what that means. Dang truck stop employee. What?
They don't take as many smoke breaks as you piss. That's what you're saying.
It happens. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We will be back. Who knows? Maybe later this week.
Maybe.
We'll see what NXT brings us tomorrow night. All right. Thank you, everyone. TJ, take us out.
Oh, is that going to be a thing you think? Like the NXT after WrestleMania now?
No, I hope not. I don't have that much time.
I got time for this.
Drunken pop with